Howdy, amigos. This is Jeff One One Bronson. It's just as I'm going live, I'm being bothered by this little fucking fly that's running over my tablet. Fuck off, you. Anyway, sorry. There he is again. Let me see. Fuck off, little bug insect. Anyway, welcome to the part 3 of the spaghetti westerns, ranking the top 60 spaghetti westerns. We're entering into the top 50 today. So there's going to be a lot of big hitters and a lot of classics when we get obviously down to the top 20. Well, even when we're in the top 30, top 40, there'll still be some films that even if you're a casual fan of the genre, let's say, you probably will have heard of a lot of these. So anyway, this has been the busiest live chat before I went live ever. So there's been a few comments that have come in before I went live, and this rarely happened when I do a live stream. But let's welcome everybody in. First and foremost, we have my partner in crime here, my co-host of the Spaghetti Westerns podcast. Yeah, right. That's because I'm doing the Westerns for Life podcast. I meant to say, and he will throw me out if I don't have to get to Ben the Ugly at number 1. So, is it too late to revisit my list? No. Anyway, welcome, Carlos. Evening, Dave. Dave was here for the last one, so good to see you once again, Dave. I'm looking forward to this one as well. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, my top 20 is completely different than when I last did it. I did my top 30 last year, right? So and it's completely changed, it's completely been overhauled. So I mean, obviously still the same films, but the order and stuff has changed, even a new edition or two. So yeah. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to do a recap of everything we've done so far. We're going to start off with number 50 once again. Just welcome everyone. And before we get to Mr. Dan, we have Mike from Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection here. Yes, I'm used to the tough love from Carlos. You know, he loves me, he really does, but he just has a hard time admitting it. It's his own way of putting it. Mr. Dan Horace here. Hey, Mr. Dan. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'm the one that makes the podcast. I'm the one that dresses up, unlike you two. Mr. Dan, watch Massacre Time. Really preferred it over 40 Apocalypse. Yes, I do as well. I'm glad you enjoyed. Massacre Time was pretty awesome. Yeah, Franco Nero, Lucio Fulci, can't go wrong. And even Carlos agrees with that. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I said it before, I'll say it again. 40 Apocalypse is not a bad film by any means. But it's an acquired taste, I guess, that film. My name is Pecos as well. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I recommend not watching the sequel. It's not required to watch the sequel. Pecos cleans up because that is a very different kind of film. But My Name is Pecos is really good. So glad you enjoyed that one. Again, the comments are jumping. People are coming in. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Better pacing and story in Massacre Time. Yes, a nice front. You caught that. Eh? That's the cool action scene at the end with some flips and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a precursor to like John Woo shootouts, isn't it? It's yeah. Andy Phillips is here. Hey, Andy, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, chuckling for discount. Put the fly in your gun, but I'm not gonna pull out the gun because I've learned my lesson from when I did that for my Clint Eastwood ranking. But yeah, that would have been a good idea. That intro is amazing. What was the film with all the horses galloping? You got me there. I mean, I got all those clips together. I think that it might have been from like Django Shoots First, because there's a few Django Shoots First clips in that. So, but you got me there. I mean, it looked like the guy from the Sabata films was riding the carriage there. So yeah, it's anyone's guess. There could be a chance that you will have heard of some of these, and we welcome Gareth. There is a slight chance because obviously, we're starting off with number 50, which is my number 50 is a film that Gareth is familiar with. But before we start this countdown, we're going to do a very, very quick recap of all the films mentioned so far in part 1 and part 2, just for prosperity's sake. So let's just I'm just going to quickly read off the list that I have here. Number 160, we had God's Gun with Lee Van Cleef and Jack Palance. 159, we had Execution. 158, we had Metallo. 157, we had 10 Kills Come From Afar. 156, we had The Bell Star Story. Number 155, we had My Name is Mallory. 154, we had $100,000 for Ringo. Then we had The Beast. At 153, What Am I Doing in the Middle of Revolution? 152, Those Dirty Dogs. 151, Man, Pride and Vengeance with Franco Nero. 150, Man of the East. 149, Clint the Stranger at 148. Django Strikes Again at 147, the official Django sequel. Django and Sartana Are Coming, It's the End, 146. Death at Oral Rock, 145. Up the McGregors, or Seven Women for the McGregors, at 144. A Man Called Gringo at 143. The Last Tomahawk at 142. Then we had Thou Shalt Not Kill at 141. Number 140, shit. They only have the Italian title on this one. Fadani, oh, I think it's Dead Men Don't Make Shadows, yeah. Then we have Bury Them Deep at 139. Gunman's Hands, or Hands of a Gunfighter, 138. Coffin Full of Dollars, 137. Payment in Blood, 136. Gunfighter Rat Sands, 135. Pecos Cleans Up, there's that Pecos sequel, at 134. It Can Be Done Amigo at 133. Don't Turn the Other Cheek at 132. Savage Gringo at 141. Few Dollars for Django at 130. Hate Thy Neighbor at 129. Blood at Sundown, 128, which is the one with Stefan, isn't it? Yeah, it's not the other Blood at Sundown, but anyway, for reference, check out part 1. El Rojo at 127, Shamango at 126, Massacre at Grand Canyon 125, The White, the Yellow, and the God Forgives I Don't 124, The White, the Yellow, and the Black 123. Which one is this? Time and Place for Killing is what's listed here. That might be Time of the Vultures or Last of the Bad Man, I think. They Call Him Cemetery 121, Lone and Angry Man, Coffin for the Sheriff 120, A Moment to Kill 119. Five Man Army 118, The Tramplers 117, Professionals for a Massacre 116, Dead Men Don't Count 115. We're almost there. Deaf Smith and Johnny Ears at 114, Ramon the Mexican at 113. Before we get there, no, that does not count, but he does dress like Clint Eastwood. Wanted at 112, The Fighting Fist of Shanghai Joe at 111, Town Called Hell or Town Called Bastard at 110. Last of the Bad. Oh, there's Last of the Bad Man. Okay, 109. The Unholy Four at 108. 7 Guns for the McGregors at 107. Pistols for 100 Coffins at 106. My Name is Pecos. There it is at 105. The 40 Apocalypse at 104. 3 Ruthless Ones. I think that's Gunfight at High Noon with Richard Harrison 103. Heads or Tails You Lose at 102. Django Shoots First at 101. Hole in the Floor at 100. And then last week we covered The Specialists at 99, The Bounty Killer or The Ugly Ones at 98, A Sky Full of Stars for a Roof at 97. Yeah, the Chipmunk could not make it for this one. Welcome, Words and Pictures. Ace High at 96, Night of the Serpent or Nest of Vipers at 95, May God Forgive You But I Won't, 94. In a Cold's Shadow at 93, Star Black at 92. Days of Violence with Bewley Lawrence at 91. Sartana's Hair, Trade Your Pistol for a Coffin at 90. That was the first Sartana film that made the list. The Hills Run Red at 89. Few Bullets More or The Man Who Killed Billy the Kid at 88. Twice a Judas with Klaus Kinski at 87. Light the Few, Sartana's Coming at 86. The Price of Death at 85. Shoot the Living and Pray for the Dead at 84. The Stranger and the Gunfighter at 83. The Dirty Outlaws at 82. Django the Last Killer at 81. Ben and Charlie, a comedy, at number 80. Requiescant at 79. Vengeance with Richard Harrison at 78. California at 77. $7 to Kill or $7 on the Red at 76. One After the Other with Richard Harrison at 75. The Ruthless Four at 74. Hey, that's convenient. Sonny and Jet at 73. Texas Audio 72. I Want 'Em Dead 71. Find a Place to Die at 70. Goringo at 69. Run Man Run at 68. Ringo and His Golden Pistol at 67. Gatling Gun with Robert Woods at 66. Adios Gringo 65. The Stranger Returns 64. No Room to Die at 63. Blackjack, Jack at 62. Massacre Time 61. We just mentioned Massacre Time in the chat. I Am Sartana, Your Angel of Death at 60. Return of Sabata at 59. And Adios Sabata at 58. Bandidos at 57. We're almost there. The Man from Nowhere or Arizona Cold at 56. The Grand Duel with Lee Van Cleef at 55. Requiem for a Gringo or Duel in the Eclipse at 54. Blood for a Silver Dollar at 53. Django the Bastard at 52. Raise Your Hands, Dead Man, You're Under Arrest at 51. And at number 50, we had and this is where we are going to start from today. It's My Name is Nobody. So yeah, this is the very the best of all the comedies. And as everybody knows, I'm not too big on the comedy, so the fact that this made it to number 50 speaks volumes as to how great this film is. I mean, it's not that I would put it in my top 20 or top 30. I think it's fine just where it is right there. So yeah, it's Nobody at number 50. And indeed, I forgot to say, but howdy, words and pictures. Let's see, we're all caught up. So let's just by all means continue the ranking. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Gareth does know this one. Yeah, I've seen this one. They used the music in The Burbs. Yes, they did. That great Ennio Morricone music score. Anyway, let's go. We all know number 50 then. My Name is Nobody. Here it is, the DVD of it, the German DVD. Terence Hill, Henry Fonda, produced by Sergio Leone, not directed by Sergio Leone, but he was involved with it. There you go. That's My Name is Nobody. Let's go to number 49. We go to a film that is considered one of the best of the late genre entries, like from the mid to late 70s. We had a few good ones that tried to revive the genre a little bit, like films like For the Apocalypse, which we mentioned, films like Silver Salad, which we haven't mentioned because I haven't seen that one because of a defective Blu-ray that I got once. And films like California. This is one that's generally considered to be the best of all of them, and it's directed by Enzo G. Castellari, a great genre workman director. He's worked his way through a lot of genres. He's made his bones in spaghetti westerns. He's made his bones with Eurocrimes. But here is Enzo G. Castellari's magnum opus, considered to be by a lot of people. It's not my personal favorite Enzo G. Castellari one. We have another one that is coming up, but this one is Keoma from 1976 with Franco Nero, William Berger, Woody Strode is in this one. We all love Woody. Directed by Castellari, like I said, and it's from 1976. And that film has if I can find it on my list. Yes, here it is. And that film has a 5 point. Wait a minute. No, that film has a 7 on IMDb. A 7 on IMDb. And I myself, I'll probably give it a 7 as well. We're at that point now. So yeah, Keoma. And that's available on DVD and Blu ray. I got the Arrow Video Blu ray of it myself, which is the US Blu ray, but it's region free. So there you go. But yeah, do recommend Keoma. I do not, however, and I think everybody knows what I'm going to say, I do not, however, recommend the soundtrack to this film. If you haven't seen the film, you have to find that out for yourself. Yeah, I had to, so yeah. I'm glad you're doing this spaghetti western movie ranking and not me in this heat. Yeah, it is quite hot. I had the air conditioning on just before the stream to sort of cool down the room a little bit, but I'm already starting to sweat once again. I might have to turn the air conditioning on for a bit in a moment. I'm glad, yeah. Thank you, Carlos. Mike's favorite musical score, and it's Carlos's favorite. And certainly my favorite. No, it's fucking not. It's awful. And that's what Mike is saying right here is pretty much the general consensus about Keoma. I love the film. I hate the music. Yeah, that's pretty much. You should put that on the box, because that's pretty much what everybody feels. I mean, to be honest, there are like a handful of people I've heard they actually praise the music, which I'm like, are you fucking tone deaf? But anyway, to each your own, I guess. But Nero is badass indeed. Let's move right along to. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of big hitters here. So we all know Keoma. Keoma is a well-known spaghetti western. This next one isn't that much well-known. This is a Peter Lee Lawrence spaghetti western. Like I said in the previous few episodes, or previous few streams, I should say. I do quite enjoy Peter Lee Lawrence in his spaghetti westerns, and I do really enjoy this one a hell of a lot, from 1967, directed by Alfonso Breccia. Yeah, I probably butchered that. With a 5.8 IMDb, but that's a little low for this one in my opinion. I give this one a strong 6.5 or 7. Once again, and at number 48, we have probably his most iconic role in the spaghetti western, his most iconic character role. Peter Lee Lawrence in Killer Caliber 32. That's there you got a clear shot of the poster. I do enjoy this one. This is where Peter Lee Lawrence is kind of more badass. He's dressed in a suit, very smart, kind of like more like a detective role as well. It's I do really enjoy this one. I recommend it. Killer Caliber 32. This one I think is on YouTube. I do have it on a German Blu-ray with a nice blue cover and nice blue slipcover as well. So yeah, and that does have English audio for those that are wondering. But yeah, it's Killer Caliber 32 at number 48. Let's just go to number 47. But before we do, let's welcome in Patrick. Nero is Django. Yes, there is only well, there are like 20 or 30 Django's, but Nero is the one, the only, the original, the best. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a minute since we mentioned Klaus Kinski, so let's bring up a film with Klaus Kinski in it, shall we? I love this film. This is actually my personal favorite of the Richard Harrison films. It turns out it's not Vengeance. It turns out it's not one after the other, which I do really enjoy those two films. This one, it's a very short film. I just watched it again today, actually, to kind of reaffirm if it deserves this place, and it does. I had a great blast with it once again. It's kind of a later spaghetti western from the 70s. If I can find it. Yeah, 1971. And that is directed by Giancarlo probably going to butcher that. Romitelli. That's the best effort I'm going to give it for that one. And it stars Richard Harrison and Klaus Kinski. And it is His Name Was King, which I used the theme from this one for the intro in the beginning. I do really love this one with Klaus Kinski as, shockingly the villain. And Richard Harrison. It's a good revenge film. It's only an hour and 16 or 17 minutes. Like, this is a short ass, straight to the point film. They do try to pad out the runtime quite a bit here and there with a lot of horse riding sequences. It's like, yeah, a minute of like horse riding. It's like, oh, they're trying to fill out the runtime a little bit there. But other than that, it's a kick-ass music score. I do like Richard Harrison's performance. I like Klaus Kinski, although I wish he was in it more. It's kind of like an extended cameo from Kinski. He definitely gets to shine by the end, but he's like sort of he's a little bit, here and there throughout the entire thing. It's not like he carries the full film, but in my opinion, he does, because it's Kinski. He's awesome. But yeah, I do love that one. Man, these oddball movies need to be better available, like Killer Cal. Yeah, I agree. Luckily, I have it, but I'm actually going to turn the AC on. Let's see. Hope this won't create too much noise disturbance. I mean, so you guys can deal with the clocks that go off every 30 minutes. There you go. The AC is on, and I'm already feeling the chill. There you go. More yeah. There are some great compilations out there on Mill Creek and stuff, but I might actually need to talk a bit louder over the air conditioning. But no more room for spaghetti western comedies. I actually have not seen that one, Carlos. I knew you have that on the German DVD. I think you also have a bootleg of it, but I have not seen that one because it's not really available. Kinski! Yeah, we all love Kinski around here. Hey, Ramon. Yeah, spaghetti western freaks indeed. His Name Was King is average in my opinion. Great theme. Yes, that music is also used in Django Unchained. Again, I think everybody has, or I should show you, I do have that on the Wild East double feature right here. There is the poster. His Name Was King. Richard Harrison, Klaus Kinski. Did I actually pull up the poster for it? I forget now. There you go. There's a great shot of Kinski. There you go. Kinski and Richard Harrison. I mean, yeah, one person's average is another person's treasure. And for me, this is a little gem, this one. I can see why you might say it's average, but I don't know. It's personal taste. For me, I love it. So yeah, that's His Name Was King with a kick-ass soundtrack indeed. It's hot as a Leone Western here in the States. Damn, this heat. Well, yeah, I think that's the way it is right now here in the Netherlands, and I think in the UK as well. So I think we're all dealing with a heat wave at the moment. So yeah. God bless air conditioning. That's all I can say. We'll try and get that one for. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. Yes, I will never turn down any more spaghetti westerns. I have heard of that one. I'm familiar with Anthony Stefan. I'm definitely I like Anthony Stefan, so I will not be turning down some more Stefan. So yeah. Also, Shango is another one I want to see with him. Yeah. Anyway, that's His Name Was King at 47. Number 46, we have one with Giuliano Gemma. I think this is Carlos's favorite of Giuliano Gemma's films. There's a few more of Gemma's left that I haven't mentioned, so obviously it's not my personal favorite with Giuliano Gemma, but it is a damn good one, and I really, really enjoyed it the last time I watched it, which was about a month and a half ago. So not too long ago, because I watched a lot of these films in preparation for putting this list together, and I really, really enjoy it. It has also Nives Navarro in it, and the beautiful Gabriella Giorgelli was Italian beauty. I mean, those eyes. She has some of the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen, and I'm talking about the ones up there, by the way. But no, this film, it's directed by, if we can find that, Florestano Vanzini, yeah, 1967, and let's just reveal it. At number 46, we have Long Days of Vengeance, and yeah, like I said, this one also has the great Nives Navarro in it, which is, I love Nives Navarro, but she's featured much better in some other Gemma films, and here is the German media book for it, which, see, it should have some pictures in there. All right, there's Gabriella Giorgelli. And there's my queen, Nives Navarro. I absolutely love her. Yeah, she's one of my crushes. I absolutely love her. Nives Navarro. Fun fact, she's actually, I think she was born in Almeria, Spain, which is where spaghetti westerns were shot. So she was meant to be in this, in these spaghetti westerns. No, but the music from the original. Yes, that is true. There is some Django soundtrack, but it's the same composer. He also uses Django bits in Bullet for the General, and he also the Grand Duel has a few. Luis Bacalov, he was kind of known for recycling some cues and tracks here and there for some of his films that he worked on. But I'll give you that. Yeah, I need some new spaghetti westerns for sure too. I'm about to rewatch the ones I have now. Awesome. Yeah, let me know if you want to do a watch party. Internet holds out to know my top 10. I never knew there were so many. Oh yes, that's there are tons. As Ramon says, there's an estimated amount of between 500 to 600 of them. Yeah. Ramon loves Long Days of Vengeance. It's a Western remake of The Count of Monte Cristo. Yes, I have heard that. Now, I'm not familiar with that story of The Count of Monte Cristo, other than the title. But I have heard that, yeah. Yeah, Carlos loves it. Favorite Gemma film, like I said. Top 30 for Carlos. Well, barely missed out on the top 30 in mine. Hey, sin nombre is here. Yes, spaghetti westerns indeed. Welcome. Welcome, amigo. That is great. I know Americans too. Yeah, it's kind of, the spaghetti westerns are very, very comparable to the Marvel films of the last 20 years. It's like crank out as much as we can because they're popular. But, except the Italians did within a very, very short time span. They really got burnt out on making them. So, number 45. This is my favorite Terence Hill film. Now everybody was like, oh, "My Name Is Nobody" at 50. No, hang on. It's a comedy still. Like I said, I love the film. It's a spaghetti western comedy masterpiece. I will go that far. But it's not my favorite Terence Hill film. I prefer a more serious Terence Hill. So at number 45, we have a film directed by Ferdinando Baldi, starring Terence Hill and Horst Frank. Hang on. There it is, yeah. 1968. Has a 6.4 on IMDb. Way too low. I'll give it like a 7 at least. I know Jay Jennings from the Spaghetti Westerns podcast. He really loves this one. At number 45, we have Django, Prepare a Coffin, with Terence Hill playing Django. Now, the story behind this is they actually offered this to Franco Nero. This was actually going to be a full Django sequel. Except Franco Nero didn't really want to do it, or he went to the US to do Camelot. And so he kind of was like, yeah, I don't have time to be Django again, so bye-bye. So they had to find a different actor to play Django, and they went with the next best thing, really. they were like, okay, let's just find somebody that looks a hell of a lot like Franco Nero, and that's how they came up with Terence Hill. And yes, he does pretty much almost look like the spitting image of Franco Nero, especially with the way that he's dressed and stuff. And this is once again a lovely German media book. So this is a serious Terence Hill film, and I absolutely love it. This has another great music score as well, and yeah, just everything about this film I just absolutely love. Again, this one I watched as well like a month ago. I rewatched it again, and I absolutely loved it. Great villain this one with Horst Frank. And I think I talked about him before. Like, if you couldn't get Klaus Kinski, you would get Horst Frank, because he was another German, blonde, blue-eyed, crazy character actor that was just, yeah, he always played the villain. Just trying to see if there's a picture of him in this media book. There should be, because he's awesome in the film. But it doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, that's a side shot of him, but there's Horst Frank. There you go. Yeah, Django Prepare a Coffin, number 45. I highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It's probably the best of the unofficial Django sequel. No, wait, there's another film that has Django in it, which isn't Django. But okay, no, it's one of the best Django sequels, unofficial or otherwise. Un solo hablo un poquito español. I'm sorry, I only speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not a native Spanish speaker, sadly. I like 5 or so recommendations. They don't have to be the best or the highest rate, just ones you enjoy. Well, yeah, definitely Django Prepare a Coffin. I definitely recommend that. 5 off the top of my head. $7 on the red. Anthony Stefan. The Stranger in Town with Tony Anthony. Let's go a few obscure ones. The Man Who Shot Billy the Kid with Peter Lee Lawrence. That's on YouTube under For a Few Bullets More. Let's have some Kinski and Gods at the Cane. There you go. I have probably 300-ish. Whoa, hold the press, 300. Wow. Where's your ranking, Mike? You can make a killing out of doing these. Is there any 3D? I think Tony Anthony kind of did one with Coming At Ya, or no, that wasn't really. I think there was Western elements in that film, but I don't think there's a full 3D spaghetti. That would be a great idea, though. But yeah, Django Prepare a Coffin was re-edited and redubbed in Germany. Yes, that sadly is true. Because yeah, that's the bonus disc that comes with the media book. It's that comedy version, which I've never touched and I never will. How the fuck can you turn this one into a comedy? I don't know, but the Germans did it with their dub. But yeah, Joe the Hanging Bird is what that translates to. I have like 4 copies of Adios Django and all these editions of Django. Oh, Texas Adios, yeah. We need your top 3. Yes, indeed. Where's your ranking? Coming at you. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Mike Barrett is here. Speaking of, another Mike that is a spaghetti western maniac, as we'll put it that way. I think it was Ramon that put it that way, right? It's Freak. I'm sorry. That's Spaghetti Western Freaks. There you go. Another fellow Spaghetti Western Freak. So that's Django Prepare a Coffin at 45. Mike, still waiting for your Spaghetti Westerns Western overview. You must have, yes. If we take into account also American Westerns and stuff, yeah, I'm pretty sure Mike will probably have his beat there. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to number 44, which is another late entry into the genre. We covered Keoma, and this one came out around the same time with another Franco Nero lookalike. Because, okay, a little backstory behind the actor in this one. So Franco Nero. He went from spaghetti westerns. He did a lot of other films. He also did Euro crime films. He did High Crime with Enzo G. Castellari and Street Law with Castellari. There was a sequel to High Crime, which was Violent Rome. And Franco Nero wasn't interested in doing that one, so they got a Franco Nero lookalike yet again for that genre. That was Maurizio Merli. Maurizio Merli kind of followed Franco Nero with these Euro crimes. And when Franco Nero did a very late western in the genre, Maurizio Merli did as well. And this one is directed by Sergio Martino, who did The Strange Rise of Mrs. Ward and All the Colors of Dark and a lot of great Giallo films. He directed this one. It's 1975 or 76. Let me just quickly, before I run my mouth off, if I can find it. There it is, yeah. 1977, I stand corrected. Yeah, 1977, directed by Sergio Martino. At number 44, we have Manaja, A Man Called Blade, which I'm hearing is soon to be released on Blu-ray in the UK. Let's hope it's uncut, because yeah, this Blue Underground DVD that is up until now still the best version of the film. It's kind of showing its age a little bit in the transfer department, so I would appreciate a lovely new high definition transfer of this, but it's still, Manaja, it is available. This Blue Underground DVD is still, I think, easily obtainable. So Maurizio Merli, another Franco Nero lookalike, and his only spaghetti western, because he was more known for the Euro crime films. But yeah, Manaja, Man Called Blade. Similar to Keoma, I don't recommend the soundtrack too much, but it is more tolerable because they don't have the annoying woman singing in this soundtrack, unlike Keoma. They do have the hilarious sounding guy that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger singing the song for this one. He's standing alone. Listen to it. He sounds like fucking Arnie, I tell you. Anyway, Manaja, Man Called Blade. Awesome. It has a great act scale. It's very, very late, very dark, very gloomy. I absolutely love it. Manaja. I prefer it to Keoma, I really do. There you go. It's been confirmed. Long Days of Vengeance, Blind Man, El Puro, Yankee. Oh, there you go. Yeah, those are some good recommendations as well. And most of them still yet to be mentioned on my list. Yeah. Let's not forget Franco Nero's ninja films. Yeah, especially Enter the Ninja. Yeah. Definitely. Anyway, before I forget, because something to drink to keep the old whistle wet. Yeah. Mike Barrett says he thinks he owns about 200 American westerns, about 130 spaghetti westerns. So that's not too bad. I actually should count how many I haven't told. Obviously, 160 spaghetti westerns now. I should actually see how many American westerns I have. 16 watching, 6 like. Oh, hang on, that reminds me. I got this new thing on StreamYard. If I can find it. Is it showing? There. Do what that thing says there, guys. Yeah. No, thank you, Words of Pictures. Appreciate that. Honestly, do not know how many I have, but it's a great. Yes, I'm pretty sure Carlos has much more spaghetti westerns than me. American westerns, I'm sure he has me beat there as well. Yeah, Carlos. Obviously, Carlos has been in the game a bit longer than I have as well. So yeah, really like Manaja. Same people that did the Keoma soundtrack, the DeAngelis Cats. Yeah, it's them guys. Is there a genre called noodle westerns? Or well, I know that the Japanese, they call the spaghetti westerns macaroni westerns or macaroni westerns. So there is that. Thank you, Carlos. Anyway, yeah, Manaja, highly recommended. No worries. That's why I put that thing there on the screen. And if you haven't subscribed, but pretty sure everybody's subscribed at this point. Anyway. Number 40, where are we? 43. A film I recently just added to the collection, actually, and I really enjoyed it a hell of a lot. I was always under the impression that it was more of a Euro Western, but no, it's actually a full-on spaghetti Western. It stars George Hilton and Ernest Borgnine in this one. It's known as Los Desperados. It's from 1969, directed by Julio Books. And it is at number 43. A Bullet for Sandoval, not the last title, I should say, with a bullet, sort of opening up the title of the film, because we still have a bullet for the president left somewhere, and we have a bullet for the general left. But yeah, this is A Bullet for Sandoval, which I recently picked up, like I said, on Blu-ray, right here, starring Ernest Borgnine, George Hilton. a really, really kick-ass and gritty spaghetti western. Okay, now it's cold enough. Let's turn the air conditioning off for a bit again. Now I'm cooled down enough. Very, very kick-ass spaghetti western that I do highly recommend. There you go, Words and Pictures. This is another one that I do highly recommend. Bullet for Sandoval. This was just really, really, really kick-ass, that film. Oh, that's Mr. Dan Hoare is sold on that one with Borgnine. Yeah, yeah. Borgnine plays a pretty sadistic, pretty despicable. That's the word I was looking for. Villain in this one, and yeah, he's definitely worth a watch. This one, and yeah, this Blu-ray I think it's 2 years old, or it was released last year. It's not a very, very old release, so this should still be available. Hey, I was able to get it for a good price, so yeah. Just last month. Borgnine is great. Yeah, yes, he chews up the scenery in that film quite a bit. I'll do like a bit of Borgnine from Words and Pictures. I have that Blu-ray. Good comment. I have not listened to the commentary yet, but I will do so probably very soon, to be fair. Let's see. That's number 43. Let's go to number 42 with another Giuliano Gemma film. This one I do like a hell of a lot as well. It's on a double feature on the Mill Creek Blu-ray. We talked about the other film on there last week when we did the top, the other top 50 from 100 to 50. Hang on, before we get there. Dan is here. I've got to watch A Bullet for Sandoval. Some bald bloke with dodgy internet sent me it. Ah, there you go. Welcome, Dan. So yeah, now both my partners in crime are here. And Ramon says Sukiyaki Western Django, Tears of the Black Tiger from Thailand, and The Good, the Bad, the Weird, South Korea are examples of westerns made in Asia, so-called noodle westerns. Ah, there you go. I actually, yeah. The only one I'm familiar with is Sukiyaki Western Django, because I think Tarantino pops up in that one for some reason. Guys in the chat, do beware that most spaghetti western movies have many titles. Yes, this is very true. And I do try to list most of the alternate titles, but yeah, some of them slip through the cracks, so to speak. But yeah, there are a lot of titles. In Germany, you will have to deal with a lot of titles that start with Django. So yeah. Beware, there is multiple copies of Bullet for Sandoval on DVD. Get the Blu-ray. There you go. Well, actually, Carlos's internet hasn't been that dodgy lately, has it? So, anyway, let's go. Carlos, that's how I got so many. Yeah, Carlos is to thank for a lot of these. Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, number 42, Giuliano Gemma. And this one is directed by Giorgio Ferroni, if I got that correct. It's one of the Calvin Jackson Paget films. Yeah, it is Giorgio Ferroni. Yeah, from 1960. Crap. What is the year? Fuck me. Where's the... there it is, yeah. 1966. It's known as For a Few Dollars Less. I wonder where they got that from, but it's more commonly known as For Juma Gold with Giuliano Gemma, or is that Montgomery Wood? Yeah, that's another thing you have to deal with these spaghetti westerns, alternate actor names, because a lot of these actors that had a very, very Italian sounding name, sometimes they went by a more Americanized name in the credits and stuff. So yeah, alternate titles, alternate actor names, yeah, alternate director names as well. So that's some of the stuff you have to deal with when you get into this genre. But yeah, For Juma Gold, it's very, very entertaining. Again, this one I also watched, or rewatched again, I should say, last month, and I thoroughly enjoyed it once again. Definitely a Gemma favorite of mine. I really would. I love all three of the Gemma and Giorgio Ferroni films, but this one is my clear favorite. So yeah, I do really love that one, For Juma Gold. I don't know if that's available on YouTube or not, but yeah. I do need to expand my collection. Yeah, especially since it looks like the podcast might be around for a bit, so we'll have to, yeah. I have a good book, Any Gun Can Play, that you recommend. Oh, are you talking about that one? Yes, I cannot shut up about this book. This is the Bible of Spaghetti Westerns. It says there the essential guide to Euro Westerns, and that's not a understatement. Because again, when you get to the back of this, you have actor listings, you have every major actor of this genre, you have even some great poster art and stuff. Like this book, highly recommend it. I have another book that I will show later on, but yeah. When I started collecting these way back, the alternate titles and actors messed me up. Blah. I ended up having so many copies. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, it's like, oh no, wait, this is the same film I already fucking have. It's just a different title. But yeah, so yeah, do be aware of the alternate titles. And Jeff is right. Back then, I had to order Thai DVD copies of Ferroni's Gemma trilogy on an Asian website. They were listed under the section Macaroni Westerns. There you go. Yeah, that's what the Japanese call them, Macaroni Westerns. That book is constantly being referenced by myself. Yeah, and myself as well. The Spaghetti Bible, indeed. Anyway, we got a fucking awesome film coming up here. I really love this one. Another Enzo G. Castellari one. So yeah, I told you I prefer some other Castellari ones to Keoma. This one takes inspiration from The Bard, from Shakespeare. Actually, from a story by Sergio Corbucci. Will not be the last time we'll be mentioning Corbucci on this stream. But no, directed by Castellari with a screenplay by Corbucci, or he contributed to the screenplay. And starring Andrea Giordani, Gilbert Roland, and once again Horst Frank. The, I cannot believe it's not Klaus Kinski guy. At number 41, we have Johnny Hamlet, also known as, here we go, alternate titles, The Dirtiest Story in the West, or The Wild and the Dirty. Probably there's a heap full of other alternate titles for this one. But yeah, once again, directed by Enzo G. Castellari. And it is from 1968. And it's a very, very, very good one. It's obviously a version of Shakespeare's Hamlet, but then a Western version of that, which I'm not the biggest Shakespeare guy, as everybody knows. I mean, I've covered those Pacino Shakespeare projects, but other than that, I'm pretty much clueless to Shakespeare. Hamlet, not really too familiar with the original source material. It makes for a pretty kick-ass Western, though, and a great music score by Francesco De Masi. And I love Gilbert Roland in this film as well. And yeah, once again, this is a lovely media book. So time for some pictures. Here's Andrea Giordano, the main lead of the film, who plays Johnny Hamlet. Of course, Germany has to slap Django on there. Oh, here we go. There's a better shot of Horst Frank. Like I said, if you couldn't get Klaus Kinski, you would get this guy. So yeah, of course, Germany has to slap Django on there. So yeah, good luck finding or knowing what this is if you don't know German. You would think it's just another Django film, but yeah. Anyway, Johnny Hamlet, I absolutely love it, and I do recommend it. The podcast will be around for as long as us three and others enjoy. Absolutely, yeah. And there's still so many great films left to cover, so let's get cracking. Everybody that doesn't know already, you can still vote probably for our next Western. So go over to this channel right here of Dan, Talking Movies and the Westerns for Life podcast. There's a poll going on where you guys can vote for which Western we're going to cover on the next episode. So if you haven't done so, you can still put in your vote. There you go. In case I forgot to mention that. I think I mentioned that on the last stream. But anyway, Johnny Hamlet is far from perfect, but it's enjoyable and certainly interesting. Well, I think it's absolutely fantastic, that film. I love the spooky vibe with the cemetery and the caves. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil too much, but that is a great addition. Yeah, German media book once again. But yeah, I do prefer that as a Castellari film to Keoma myself, because, well, at least there's not fucking annoying music in that film. Johnny Hamlet is not a favorite of Carlos, but the yes, exactly. I love it, and that's all that matters, because this is my list. Again, I would love to hear your list, guys. By all means, when we get to like the top 10 or so, drop in some of your favorites. Drop in like your top 5s or top 10s, whatever, if you can. That would be once we get there, obviously. Anyway, that's number 41 is Johnny Hamlet. We have another Shakespeare-inspired film, coincidentally, at the next at the next spot on the list, which is number 40. This one is based on Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, believe it or not, which, interesting that I prefer that story to Hamlet, but I guess I'm a romantic at heart, but no, I do really like this film. This one has a kick-ass ending that I'm not going to give away. With this is actually the Peter Lee Lawrence favorite of mine. This is my ultimate favorite Peter Lee Lawrence film of the ones that I've seen so far. So this will be the last time we'll be mentioning Peter Lee Lawrence. And number 40, that is Fury of Johnny Kidd, also known as Right for a Massacre, and I forget the other alternate titles. But anyway, it's directed by Gianni Puccini. And we're talking about, yeah, like I said, The Fury of Johnny Kidd with Peter Lee Lawrence. And Christina Galbo is in this one, and also Peter Martell, Piero Lolli, some great genre regulars in this one. And that's available on both DVD and also on Blu-ray. The Blu-ray available from Germany right there, Peter Lee Lawrence, Right for a Massacre, or once again, The Fury of Johnny Kidd. And yeah, this one, kind of a loose retelling of the, like I said, of the Romeo and Juliet story, but then in the West. So it's about two rival families, and there's a lot of kick-ass. It's not. Don't think this is like a romance western. I mean, there's romance in it, but this is still very action-packed, like a lot of spaghetti westerns are. And again, probably the highlight of the film is the ending, because the ending is like wow. But yeah, definitely recommend this one. My favorite Peter Lee Lawrence spaghetti western. And enough said on that one, I guess. So yeah, so let's go to number 39. Things are getting very, very interesting now with a lot of titles that you guys might recognize, especially this one coming up. We're having a film with Lee Van Cleef at number 39. Let's fucking turn the air conditioning on again. Still sweating. Lee Van Cleef coming up here at number 39 with probably one of his most iconic roles and one of his most iconic films outside of the Dollars trilogy. This is the first one in a trilogy of its own, which one of the films Van Cleef did not star in, which we covered last week. But this one is the first one and still the best one for me, from 1969, directed by Gianfranco Parolini. At number 39, we have the first Sabata. Hey, amico, c'è Sabata. Yes, I love this one. Great soundtrack, great supporting cast with William Berger as Banjo, and who's the girl? Is Linda Veras? I forget right now, but it's a great, yeah. Of course, that's available on the Eureka Trilogy Blu-ray set right here. Oh yeah, there's the, there you go, poster art for Sabata. There you go. Lee Van Cleef, William Berger. Great, great, great film. One of Van Cleef's best for sure. Not his ultimate best, but definitely one of his best nonetheless. So yeah, Sabata at 49. Yeah, we're getting through some of the more famous films now. Before we do that, would you say China 9? I have not seen that one. I'm still yet to see that one actually. So maybe Carlos can can answer that one for us, but I haven't seen that one. The Best for Ramon as well. There you go, Mike has seen it. Yes, it's also available. It's easily available, I should say, on DVD, on the MGM DVDs. Those you can get those easily as well. Excuse me. But yeah, obviously I love Blu-ray, so yeah. The Best Sabata, but yeah, I like them all too. Yeah, I love the one with Yul Brynner. I love that one a lot. I actually do not mind the sequel with Van Cleef. I used to not like it, but I really like it nowadays. I like them all, like you said. Yeah, it's a great one, Mike. Sam Peckinpah wrote it. He's in it as well. I'll definitely have to check it out. It's one that has skipped me by, so to speak. So yeah. Anyway, it's down to the last Castellari film for number 39. So yeah, I love Keoma, I love Johnny Hamlet, but this is my favorite Enzo G. Castellari film. Just chock full of like kick-ass action scenes. This one, it's kind of like a Dirty Dozen-esque spaghetti western. It's a clear Dirty Dozen inspired film. to be honest, with a great title, and it's from 1968, starring the rightful man himself, Chuck Connors, and Frank Wolf in this one as well. And this is the great Kill 'Em All and Come Back Alone at number 38. Now, I absolutely love this film. Like I said, this is just chock full of kick-ass action scenes. This is pretty much action non-stop all the way through. Like every 5 minutes or so, something happens. Either it's a fist fight, either it's some explosions, or a gunfight. Something is happening pretty much constantly in this film, and I do have that on the German Koch Media Blu-ray right here. I think this is available as well on DVD. I know Wild East put this one out on DVD way back when. Good luck getting that, I think. But yeah, Kill 'Em All, Come Back Home. This is my favorite Castellari film, of the Westerns anyway. If we're talking in general, I fucking love Street Law, so yeah. But yeah, Kill 'Em All, Come Back Alone, great cast. And yeah, like I said, pretty much like a Magnificent Seven, Dirty Dozen-esque. Well, Magnificent Seven too, I guess, but more like Dirty Dozen-esque spaghetti western. Really, really love it. And that's another underrated gem that I do recommend. And that's actually one that is more known. I'm thinking, yeah, I see a few people that have seen it. Great production. Oh, that's for China 9 Liberty. China 9 Liberty 37. There you go. I actually like Pierre Lee Lawrence. Yeah, I know Carlos does like Pierre Lee Lawrence. His personal favorites: Pistols for 100 Coffins and Days of Violence. That's interesting. I'll have to give Pistols for 100 Coffins another watch, because yeah, I do remember that kind of being more underwhelming. I guess I still liked it. Obviously, it did come in kind of high, but yeah. Fabio Tassi, I do love that guy. Yeah, he was not lucky when he got that last name though. What was he? Testi. Yeah, Fabio Testi. Yeah. Yeah, Frank Wolf is great in that film, man, and Kill 'Em All. He's great in pretty much all of the spaghetti westerns that he is in. But Awkward Hands, I have a soft spot. A Karate Kid, like, oh, that's Pierre Lee Lawrence as well, isn't it? Yeah, I've heard that, but I don't have that in my collection, and I haven't seen it yet. But I'm sure that's out there somewhere. Chuck Connors is one of my favorites in one of my favorite ninja films called Sakura Killers. Oh, awesome! I'll have to check that one out. I do love me some ninja films as well. 4K now available by Kino. Yes, it is, along with the Hellbenders. The only thing that puts me off of the Kino 4Ks is they rarely do HDR, and like I kind of like HDR on the 4K. So yeah, yeah, it's a great one. Lots of action. That's what Mike Barrett says. That's pretty much spot on. Own the movie on Dutch DVD. Which one is that? Oh, the Chuck Connors. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, that's to each their own. Like, I strongly prefer this to Five Man Army. Like, Five Man Army, I had great expectations for, but it just did not deliver. So when it comes to like Dirty Dozen-esque spaghetti westerns, it's definitely Kill 'Em All, Come Back Alone over the Five Man Army for me. But hey, to each their own. I mean, the Five Man Army wasn't bad, but I was underwhelmed by it. Anyway, let's. We have a Sartana film coming up at number 37. We have an official Sartana film. It is the very first Sartana film. This is the one that started it all. So it's not my favorite Sartana film, because there's one more that I have to mention after this. But at number 37, we have the very first Sartana film from 1960. I want to say 67 or 68. Let me just quickly check. Where is it? There it is. 68, there you go. That's pretty much the year that most of the great ones were made in. Directed by Gianfranco Parolini, the director of Sabata. And starring Gianni Garco, we have the very first one. If you meet Sartana, pray for your death. With also William Berger in this one as well, and also Klaus Kinski and Fernando Sancho. So that's a great supporting cast of great spaghetti western regulars right there. So yeah, if you meet Sartana, pray for your death. It's available on Blu-ray and DVD. And it's available in the great Sartana box set from Arrow Video, which I do highly recommend if you can still get it. So yeah, if you meet Sartana, pray for your death at number 37. With Gianni Garco, the one, the only. There we go. China 9, Liberty 37, I would say so. It's a strange one, a bit like For the Apocalypse, one from the late 70s. There's an extended version, which is hard to get. Oh, okay. You have to give it a watch, though, to be fair. I have to see if I can find it. 5-Man Army, not too bad. Yes, it's not too bad, but it's not too great either for me. So, yeah. Again, I was kind of disappointed with it. But that's just me. I might change my mind on the rewatch. I've only watched it once, to be fair, that one. So, yeah. On season 4, The Rifleman, so I'll have to check out the Chuck Connors one. You would absolutely love that one. You would absolutely love that one, Mr. Dan. Yeah, but my favorite is actually the one that is my favorite. But yeah, the Sartana films have great titles. Oh. Jeff Just, China 9, there's something on your list to see. I will put it on there, definitely. Parolini also did the Macaroni Combat movie, Fight for Hell, with Gorko and Kinski. I have heard that one, and I will definitely give it a fucking clocks. I've heard that one. I will definitely have to give that a watch. I want to get into those Macaroni Combat ones, actually. I've not seen too many of them, other than the original Inglourious Basterds, which is also by Castellari. Sabata number 40, Lee Van Cleef in a James Bond look in Spaghetti Western. Thought that would be higher in your rankings. I guess I kind of prefer Sartana to Sabata then. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Prefer the Sartana character, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, number 46 is a very, 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 very underrated spaghetti western, a undiscovered gem, which is not made easy by the fact that this does not have a English audio release in an official capacity anyway. So yeah, the only way you can watch this one is with subtitles, either in an English, in a German language version or Italian language version. So this one is one of the rare films on this in my rankings that I had to watch this one in Italian with subtitles because there's no English audio. But number 36, we have a film from Tinto Brass, who directed Caligula. Yeah, that guy. From 1966, with a 5.6 on IMDb, which is criminally low. Again, this film is just very undiscovered. I really hope there will one day be a big release of this with English audio. That would be fantastic. I have it on German DVD, which I will show off in a bit. Anyway, it's Felipe Leroy and Adolfo Sali in Yankee from 1966. Yeah, this is a really, really great spaghetti western, very underrated. Again, most of you probably will not have heard of this one, except for like Carlos and maybe Ramon will have heard this one. Maybe Mike Barrett does. Maybe both the Mikes do, to be fair. But yeah, Yankee by Tinto Brass. Very underrated, and yeah, like I said, I have that on a German DVD from that one box set, which is from this box set, and yeah, that's the release that is in there. There you go. It's one of those. There you go. Yankee from 1966. I can finally put that back in the box now. There you go. Yeah, no, it's a great music score now and a great villain with Adolfo Sali, who you guys might know as Emilio Largo from Thunderball. He's been in a few great Italian genre films, to be honest. He's been in a few great spaghetti westerns, Eurocrime films. Yeah, I do recommend Yankee. That's a really good one. That's very underrated. China 9, Liberty 37 is a hard one to find uncut with a good print. I have the Spanish DVD. There you go. Yeah, I guess Sartana for me. I guess Sartana. The bell ringer from A Fistful of Dollars. Yeah, we're going to get to Fistful of Dollars. Spoilers. But yeah, Crazy Bell Ringer is right. There's money to be made in a place like this. Yeah, there you go. I think Mike Barrett predicted I was going to say Yankee. There you go. Fair point, Ramon. Fair point. We haven't mentioned Ringo yet. I've heard this one. I have a German DVD. Ah, there you go. Yeah, it's available in Germany with, like I said, it does have English subtitles on the German releases, but you're gonna have to watch it subtitled because yeah, there's no English audio language track for it. Yes, I know it's a particular favorite of Carlos. Yeah, I Knew he was gonna like that one. That's about the Rifleman. I'm just gonna skip the Rifleman talk. Anyway, no, that's just season 1 was great. Season 4, streak of great episodes. I actually have to see the Rifleman in full. I've seen a handful of episodes, but myself, it's a decent one. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I think I might actually give that a rewatch right after the stream. I'm actually in the mood to watch that again. Yankee is a decent one, says Ramon. Always like Adolfo Sally, but Tinto Brass in a movie that's Caligula. Yeah, a little more interesting. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of weird that he went from a spaghetti western to, well, that. Next up is another very similar to this one. Again, no English language release for this one, but you can watch it with English subtitles if you got the newly released Blu-ray from Germany and also the DVD that was released in Germany a few years ago. I think this one, starring Robin Clark, Enrico Maria Salerno's in this one, Richard Conte and Thomas Milian. This is another very undiscovered gem, this one. It's kind of like an anthology spaghetti western, which is weird because they never really did that with spaghetti western. We all know our horror anthologies and stuff, right? With like 4 separate stories and stuff. This one is like an anthology, but the stories do connect. But it's like a segmented film. Anyway, the film I'm talking about, I'm just going to pull up the poster while I also pull up the specs on it. I'm talking about the film Death Sentence from, I think this is also 66 or 67. Let me quickly check. I stand corrected. It's 68. Directed by Mario Lanfranchi. Yeah, probably butchered that. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Death Sentence with Thomas Milian as as you can see kind of a little bit there in the poster, as an albino, which is pretty cool. A pretty cool look for Thomas Milian and a great Richard Conte, Enrico Maria Salerno. So yeah, it's pretty much like about Robin Clark, who takes revenge on pretty much all these guys. And I think also Adolfo Sally. Yes, Adolfo Sally is also in this one as well. But yeah, there you go. It's pretty much about him taking revenge in like segments, which is fucking awesome. I've only seen this one once, but man, it left a huge impression on me, and I have to watch this again ASAP as well. I might actually do a double feature tonight of Yankee and this one. Adolfo Sally spaghetti western double feature. There you go. Man, that's a really great film. Yes, both Yankee and Death Sentence, both great films. Tinto Brass should have done more western. I think you are correct. Yeah, I think it is his only one. Own a German DVD, by the way, twice. Once in that German Tarantino box set. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Death Sentence. And again, Adolfo Sally. Love this one. It is a great score as well. Yeah. Absolutely. And Thomas Milian rated Death Sentence as one of his favorite. I'm sure he did because, he gets to really act in that one. He gets to really sink his teeth into the character. I'm sure he really enjoyed that. I'm sure he really enjoyed getting into that character's skin. But Thomas Milian is great in it. To be fair, I really love him in it. Death Sentence has Richard Conte. I love Richard Conte, yes. And if you do, you're gonna get him there in a great capacity because he's a great. His segment is probably my favorite. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. I think my favorite segment is the Milian one, but I think that the runner-up would be the Richard Conte one. So it's like an anthology spaghetti western, which is cool in concept. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this came first, so that's interesting. Senza di Morte, Italian title, which does translate to Death Sentence. So I have the DVD over with the director's commentary. Is that on Death Sentence? Is that one of the special? Oh, that is one of the special features on this. I actually did not know. I did not dive into the special features for this one. It also has an interview with that director. Oh my! I'm popping this one in after the stream ASAP. I'm gonna check out the special features. But Death Sentence. There you go. He played that strange albino. Yes, he did. What a great role for Thomas Milian, who's one of my favorite actors anyway. So, anyway, that was Yankee at 46 and Death Sentence at 35. Now it's time for the Ringo films. Actually, yeah, that last Sartana film that I haven't mentioned yet, that's also still yet to be mentioned. So, okay, I think Sartana is my favorite character of those guys then. But yeah, we do have both Ringo films right here back to back at 34 and number 33. Number 34 is the very first one, which is both films are from 65, by the way, and the same director, which is Duccio Tassari. And number 34, we have A Pistol for Ringo with Giuliano Gemma and Fernando Sancho, Nives Navarro. What else is in this one? Who's the girl that was married to the director? She was in both films as well. Okay, I'm blanking on the names, but pretty much identical cast for both Return of Ringo, which is number 33, and also, like I said, Pistol for Ringo 34. So yeah, the Ringo double feature. I do prefer the second one, which is the Return of Ringo, which is not really a sequel because the Ringo character in this film is not the same Ringo from the very first one, and this one is much more darker. And but yeah, I love them both. I recently did a double feature watch of them because, well, they're both available on this Blu-ray disc here by Arrow Video, and I had such a great time rewatching both of them back to back again. So I love the Ringo films. Both of them feature my queen Nives Navarro, who I absolutely love. Both of them have Fernando Sancho as the villain, which is fantastic. Probably some of Sancho's best roles here. Absolutely love Sancho, and yeah, both films are scored by Ennio Morricone. So yeah, there you go. That's all the ingredients you need for a very successful and entertaining spaghetti western. And there's two of them, so there you go. And two for the price of one. Why is there you go? I was gonna say, why isn't it pulling up the count? The Blu-ray now goes for the German Blu-ray for Death Sentence, because yeah, that's I've only was only been released like 2 years ago or something, so that old. Yeah, that's a shame that's going for crazy prices, but you're not gonna sleep tonight. You'll be up all night. Turns, I might. Hang on. Am I frozen? Am I? I know. If I am, please let me know. Yeah, that one already. Kanye is fantastic and loads of great films. Death Sentence, The Godfather, Combo, Tony Arzanta, the Boss. Yeah, he's in a lot of great Eurocrime films in particular. Like, I recently watched or rewatched The Violent Professionals, Miranda, which was directed by Sergio Martino, which also had Kanye in it. So Nick also loves the Ringo films. Yeah, I love him. So yeah, let me know if I'm frozen or not. Looks like I'm moving. Ringo was a little too fit. Happened there. American for me, not my much. Oh, you're breaking up a bit. Yeah. No, let me check the stream. Yeah, no, I get it with Pistol for, but on the rewatch, I did really enjoy that. While seeing my own stream, this is where okay, there we go. Audio and okay. Yes, I'm seeing what you guys are. Okay, let me. Oop. Oh, yeah. Oh, now it's okay. I think I'm back, but I'm very pixelated, aren't I? So I'm gonna try to come back out. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm noticing. I'm noticing. I'm gonna try to come back in, or I'm gonna try to come out and come back in. Fucking internet. Anyway, where there we go. Hang on. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be attempting re-entry. Hopefully, I'm back. Hopefully, I'm back. Let me check. Yeah, something weird is going on. Like the brightness of my tablet is going all over the place as well. Might be an issue with the tablet actually. Okay, now we're back in full force. I'm just seeing on the stream. Now I can continue with the comments, which luckily I haven't lost them. So yeah, I was covering this comment before the shit went down. Pistol for Ringo, a little too American, not in top 50 very much. Yes, I definitely do prefer the sequel as well. What the hell is going on with the brightness on the tablet? Anyway, be right back. That can be gone. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but yeah. Anyway, no, let's just carry on before more that nonsense happens. Yeah, both Ringo films, we just covered them. So yeah, Pistol for Ringo at 34, like I said, and 33 is The Return of Ringo. Let's go on to number 32 with some more Klaus Kinski. And this is one of Klaus Kinski's best, definitely in terms of starring roles. This is, well, pretty much I think the big big starring role of Kinski in a Western. No matter where on earth, the internet is always guaranteed to fuck up, yeah. Yeah, fucking internet. Or maybe it's just the device, because like I said, the tablet is acting strange. Like the brightness just goes up and down. Sometimes the screen gets very bright and then it dims for some reason. I don't have the auto dimming thing on, but or whatever it's called. But anyway, let's just move on. Number 32 is a film directed by, is that actually, it is Antonio Margheriti who directed this one with Klaus Kinski. I think it's from 1970. It is 1970. So yeah, directed by Antonio Margheriti. I give you a number 32, and God Said to Cain, starring Klaus Kinski as the good guy for a change. Well, okay, to be fair, he's more of like an anti-hero, but still, he's the protagonist of the film. And yeah, that's available on both DVD and also on Blu-ray right here from Arrow Video. Again, that was released in the very first box set, which was the Vengeance Trails box set. So yeah, Klaus Kinski, you want Klaus, you got him here in full force, because this is a starring Klaus Kinski role. So yeah, there you go. And God Said to Cain is very dark, it's very gothic. The ending takes place during like a storm, like a lot of wind and stuff, and I guess during like a tornado storm-esque. It's very cool, it's very awesome, it's epic. Crazy Bellring was right. Pay your bills. Yeah, fucking internet or fucking, I don't know what this is, man. It's, yeah. So yeah, that's number 32. We have the last Sartana film coming in right here at number 30 before we go to the top 30. So yeah, number 31, we have my personal favorite of the Sartana films, the official Sartana films, with again Gianni Garco. You had the Oddball, which was the George Hilton one, but this is my favorite of the Garco and official Sartana films. It's from 1970, directed by Giuliano Cornimeo, who directed, I think, all of the sequels of the Sartana films. At number 31, we have Have a Good Funeral, My Friend. Sartana Will Pay. And I absolutely fucking love that title. I love this film. I love the music score by Bruno Nicolai. And yeah, this is just pretty much like as good as it gets with the Sartana films, in my opinion. This is my personal favorite. I prefer just slightly this much over the first one. But yeah, here it is. Have a Good Funeral, My Friend. Sartana Will Pay. I love George Wang in this one, the Asian guy in the casino as the bad guy. I love him. I love that element to it. I like that it is kind of more giallo-esque as well, like kind of solving a mystery and stuff. So yeah, I do really love Have a Good Funeral, My Friend. Sartana will pay. Say that 10 times fast, by the way, that title. But yeah, there you go. That's my favorite Gianni Gorco Sartana film. Not my favorite Gianni Gorco film. Not my favorite Gianni Gorco spaghetti western, but it comes close. But yeah, we're entering the top 30 now, so yeah. Anytime someone mentions a film that ends with a storm, I think Karate Kid 2, where they have to rescue the bell. Oh, another bell ringer. There you go. Like this one, but I like Margariti's Take a Heart Ride and The Stranger in the Gunfire a little bit more. I do have to see Take a Heart Ride because I know that's like a spaghetti western blaxploitation kind of film. That is on my list. That's definitely on my list. But Stranger in the Gunfire, yeah, that's a really, really good one. But no, I like the grittiness and the gothic feel of And God Save the Cane a lot. It is, yeah. Take a Hard Ride is great for the cat. Yes, it's definitely piqued my interest. It's definitely one I will check out, but I just haven't done so yet. So let's go to number 30. Let's enter the top 30 where we're going to get some real big hitters now, because now we're getting, let's get down to the fucking nitty gritty right here, right? So yeah, as they say, entering as you enter the top 30, better late than never. Hey, Ian, welcome, Ian. Looking very cool, Jeff Eastwood. Don't let Carlos hear that. Anyway, welcome, Ian. Yes, number 30 is one of my favorite underrated gems. I really love this one. I really recommend this one. This one has the great Rosalba Neri. Like, as much as I love Nieves Navarro, I love Rosalba Neri as well. Another spaghetti western queen. This one also has Mark Damon in it. It's directed by I can never get this right in one go. Romolo Guerrieri. I better get that right because I know he's directed another film that's coming up later. But yeah, it's Mark Damon and Rosalba Neri and Lawrence Dobkin. And there we go. Johnny Yuma, don't go. Johnny Yuma, stay here. I love Johnny Yuma, man. That's my favorite Mark Damon film. And a lot of people love Ringo and the Golden Pistol. I love this one a little bit more, Johnny Yuma. I love the story in this one where it's like kind of like family drama interwoven in it and stuff. I love the soundtrack by Nora Orlandi. I love the main theme. And yeah, absolutely just love this one. I do recommend this one. I think this one is on YouTube, so have at it. Watch it. Give it a go. And yeah, obviously it's available on DVD. This is the German DVD, which is a pretty cool one. There we go. Johnny Yuma with Mark Damon and the lovely Rosalba Neri right there. This is absolutely, Rosalba Neri is a bad chick in this one. She's a great female sort of villainess. I don't know. I just love this one. I love the story. I love the characters in it. So yeah, Johnny Yuma, I highly recommend it. This definitely makes my top 30. Oh man, I love this one, and I love the soundtrack, which I do now have on CD. So yeah, Johnny Yuma at number 30. Dan also knows it. Is that the Take a Heart Ride? Or yeah, Mr. Dan. There you go. I'm confusing my Dans now. Pretty soon I'll be confusing my Mikes because we have Mike Barrett and Mike's DVD and God Save the Cane as a Kinski favorite of Carlos. Yes, I expected it would be because yeah, it was Carlos that gave me that Wild East DVD, which had and God Save the Cane on it. So, and once again, many thanks for that, Carlos. So yeah, we're in the top 30 now. Let's go to number 29 with a film by Giulio Petroni, who directed Death Rides a Horse, and it's not that one. This one stars Tomas Milian, and it also stars the great Orson Welles. Yes, Orson Welles is in a spaghetti western. It is a Quentin Tarantino top 20. It's a top 30 for me, obviously, but yeah, at number 29, we have De Pepa with Tomas Milian and Orson Welles. It's a revolutionary, Mexican revolutionary spaghetti western. You know, Viva la Revolucion, all that stuff. And it's a great one. It's a really, really great one. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray. I think this is the DVD here, the German DVD and the Westerns Unchained line, which, yeah, I do recommend. It's a good edition if you can get it. And there you go, some cool poster art of it. Always loved Thomas Milian's image there with the cigar and stuff. And it's a really, really good revolutionary spaghetti western. Great music score by Ennio Morricone. I really, really do need the soundtrack for this one on CD. I'm gonna have to see that if that's available because it's a great Morricone soundtrack. But yeah, the Peppa, highly recommend it. It's one of the best revolutionary or Zapata westerns, as they're also known, that are out there. I just prefer one a bit more. That's coming up much later. But yeah, the Peppa, it's a Thomas Milian favorite of mine for sure. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Never seen this one, Jeff, but as you know, Guerreri did do one that's one of my favorites of the entire subgenre, probably your top 30. Yes, there will be another Guerreri one very, very soon. Well, not that soon, but yeah, we'll mention another one of his. Yeah, you're correct. Need to see that Orson Welles Western ASAP. Yeah, recommend it, man. Definitely recommend it. Definitely do. Orson Welles often needed money badly for his own film. Yes, that's what he would do. He would star in these films in Europe and stuff. Yeah. It's also known, by the way, as Blood and Guns, I think. I think that's a video title for it. The Peppa is a fantastic theme and underrated one. Yes, it definitely is. I'm glad to see this much love for the Peppa. Yeah, that's great. Really good. The Peppa's a really solid one. Zapata political western. Yeah. Agree. Have a lot. Yeah. Mike has that edition as well. We will sell no wine or tequila before it's time. Plus, Orson Welles looks drunken. Yes. And he's bronzed in it. He's well. Let's not get there. Let's not get cancelled. But he's brown faced in the film. But yes, and they did not get along. Orson Welles and Thomas Milian. Yeah, they did not get along. I think Orson Welles referred to Milian as that dirty Cuban or something, which yeah, very derogatory. Let's not get into that. But it's a great film nonetheless, despite of what happened behind the scenes. Oh yes, Sergio Corbucci is coming up for number 28, guys. So this is a great Sergio Corbucci film that I highly love and recommend. Mr. Dan has watched this one on the basis of me talking about it way back in the first episode. It is on the first stream. But we have from 1967. Let me just quickly check. Now it's getting easier because we're getting to a lot of the favorites. I know a lot of the information off the top of my head, but I still have to take a look. It is 67. Starring Joseph Kahn, and with again a great music score by Ennio Morricone. I do have the soundtrack for this one. At number 28, we have Sergio Corbucci's The Hellbenders, starring, like I said, Joseph Kahn, Norma Bangal, Julian Mateos, Gino Pernice, and Al Mulak in this one, among others. I think also the great Aldo Sambrell pops up in this one, and I do have that on the Kino Lorber Blu-ray right here. And I also have the German Square Box Play on Pictures edition of it as well, which comes with the poster and stuff, so that's cool. So yeah, the Hellbenders is a real favorite of mine. It had to make the top 30. I absolutely love it. It might not be everybody's top 20, top 30 film list, but it is definitely for me. So yeah, the Hellbenders, absolutely love it, absolutely recommend it. Next up is a really great, before we do that, solid one, maybe a bit too decent, but I love the score. Yes, I do as well, which, before Ramon says it, some bits were used for the Django Unchained soundtrack. So yeah. Tarantino took some tracks from it, so yeah. Yeah, there we are. Number 27. Yeah, number 27 is a really great, underrated one as well. This one stars Alex Cord as McCord. Arthur Kennedy and Robert Ryan in this one. And this one is directed by Franco Giraldi. Now, Franco Giraldi did a few great ones. This might very well be my favorite of his. Number 27, we have A Minute to Pray and A Second to Die from 1968 as well. Which I am checking at the moment if that actually is 68 or not. If I can find it, that is. There it is. Oh, 67, I stand corrected. It is 1967, Minute to Pray, Second to Die, which, yeah, highly Highly recommend. I have to get the German Blu-ray of this because this is just the DVD. But yeah, I do recommend this one. This is a very bleak one. Also the great Nicoletta Machiavelli in this one as well. And yeah, I do really recommend A Minute to Pray and A Second to Die. Do go for the German edition, because the German edition is the full uncut long version. The US DVD of it is cut. So if you are gonna go physical on this one, go with the German. If you can still get, I think you can still get this actually. So yeah, yeah, Minute to Pray, great bleak ending. Not gonna spoil it, but if you've seen The Great Silence, a little similar maybe, and that's all I'm gonna say in case anybody is familiar with The Great Silence. But yeah, solid one, maybe a bit. Oh, covered that one already. Sorry. Joseph Kahn was, yes, Joseph Kahn is excellent in the Hellbenders, for sure. Oh, that's actually, there we go. Yeah, Kahn is great, and I think everybody is great in that film, to be honest. Gino Pernici as the crazy rapist. Yeah, yeah, that is the uncut version of Minute to Pray and A Second to Die. Yeah. Crazy bell ringer. Robert Ryan, I've not seen this one. Oh, well, go high, I'll watch this. Yes, again, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it, Ramon. Again, if you like The Great Silence, you will love it. I have that cut US DVD. Okay, there you go. If you want to go uncut, go with the German. Yes. Why did Kino put out the cut US release? I have no idea. I have no idea why Kino. Actually, yeah, I'm not too sure about the Kino one. Actually, I think I do know that the MGM DVD release in the US is cut. I actually don't know about the Kino one, but well, I guess it is then. But yeah, yeah, Minute to Pray, A Second to Die. It also has a great what's his name? Brega, Mario Brega in it. We all will know from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. He was the big sergeant that Eli Wallach pushes off the train, let's say. And he was the big guy in Fistful of Dollars that gets the barrel kill. You know, he's the big guy in the Leone films. He's in that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of great regulars in that one you will recognize. And I do highly recommend, once again, like I said, Minute to Pray and A Second to Die. I think it's also a Tarantino favorite as well. So yeah. Anyway. Yes, it is an underrated one. It definitely is. Now I'm certainly going to watch it. There you go. Next up, at number 26, yeah, 26, is a film that is often considered as a twin film or a kind of double feature film to a unrelated film. But it does have a lot of similar cast members from film to film, especially the two leads. I have a film right here at number 26 that stars Gianni Garco and Claudio Camaso. And also Fernando Sancho pops up in this one. And I think is Piero Lolli in this one. I do not recall that, but it's a soundtrack by Nora Orlandi. And it's not the one that Ramon referred to earlier. That will come up much higher. At number 26, we have Vengeance is Mine, which is directed by Giovanni Fago. Yeah, probably butchered that, but there you go. Like I said, it stars Gianni Garco and Claudio Camaso, who is the brother of Gian Maria Volante, you know, Ramon from Fistful of Dollars, and El Indio from A Few Dollars More. Yeah, his brother is in this film, and he pretty much is a spitting image of him. But yeah, Vengeance is Mine, really good film, really great. More of a dramatic spaghetti western. It's like between two brothers, and like, it's good. It's really good. I do highly recommend it. It's also known as $100,000 for a Killing, and a heap of other alternate titles as per usual with these films. Yeah. Some great movie titles and movie posters in this genre for sure. So poetic and dramatic. Yes, they are. I agree there definitely are some great ones. The German release is much longer. Yes, it is. It is the longest version of it. I will try to get my hands on it, that's what Ramon says. Like this one too, and the score is so good. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one opening in the church. He came to a sad end. Yeah, don't go there, too dark. Yeah, that's Claudio Camasi. He had a tragic end in his life. Let's say, yeah, that's sad but true. Sad but true. Let's go to number 25, which we have my personal favorite of all of Giuliano Gemma's spaghetti westerns right here. So this is for me the ultimate Gemma film, preferred over the Ringos, preferred over Days of Vengeance, preferred over Arizona Cold, all that stuff. At number 25, we have one directed by Tonino Valari, who did Day of Anger and some other great spaghetti western. He did My Name Is Nobody. This one stars Giuliano Gemma, like I said. It's from 1969. It's known under A Bullet for the President, or it's known under The Price of Power. So yeah, there it is. And I do have that on the Wild East Blu-ray as A Bullet for the President. There you go, directed by Tonino Valari. And it's kind of like it's a presidential assassination western. It's like they kind of take inspiration from the JFK assassination, and also who was the other president that I forget right now. I'm sure somebody's going to mention it, but it's influenced by real events and stuff, and then put into this spaghetti western. Obviously, it's more political and stuff, but it's really, really good. It's a great music score once again. I think also Luis Bacalov did the music score for this one, which a lot of tracks appear on the video game of Red Revolver. So yeah, Bullet for the President, aka The Price of Power. This is where it gets confusing with the alternate titles. Lincoln, thank you. Yeah, couldn't fucking think of Lincoln. There you go. Yeah, that's what happens when it's really fucking hot and you're under a spotlight and you turn the air conditioning off. It kind of impacts the brain cells, if you will. But yeah, I was trying to think of Lincoln. Liked it, but a bit too serious or formal for me or something. But certainly this one. Yeah, that's precisely why I like this, because it is very serious, this one. Yeah, that's my favorite Gemma film. I really, really like this one. It's my second favorite Tonino Valari film, because yeah, there's one more Tonino Valari coming up. Yeah, fair point. I'm also wearing a fucking poncho and a hat, so yeah, that's not helping either. But we'll manage. We'll manage. Crap. Where's the? There we go. But yeah, The Price of Power is a great one. That's definitely, like I said, that's coming to number 25. I highly recommend it. Let's go to number 24 for another great Sergio Corbucci film. A lot of people will say this one is a very, very American Western feeling Corbucci film. Yeah, but you also do see the spaghetti-ness, is that a word? Coming into it. You can see Corbucci getting into his kind of style with this one a little bit before he would go on to do, Django, and before that he would do Ringo and the Golden Pistol. But number 24, we have Cameron Mitchell and Fernando Sancho once again, this one, and Ethel Rojo, a great looking lovely lady. And 24 is Minnesota Clay, which I absolutely love this one. As I just take a cheeky drink from my... There we go. No, I absolutely love Minnesota Clay. I don't know quite what it is. I love the music score in this one, first and foremost. I love Cameron Mitchell. I love the fact that he's like this aging gunfighter going blind. This is from '64, by the way, the same year as Fistful of Dollars. And that's available on DVD and Blu-ray. There you go. No, I don't know quite what it is. I can't quite put my finger on why I love this one as much as I do, but I just do. But no, I love the story, and I love the fact that he's an aging gunfighter going blind. I love the villain, and I like the ending. If you watch the intended ending by Corbucci, that is, and not the Americanized ending, and that's all I'm going to say on the in terms of the ending. But no, I don't know quite what it is, but I do love Minnesota Clay a hell of a lot, and I do recommend it if you haven't seen it. I like it, but pretty high in the list. Yeah, again, to each one, like I said, I don't know quite what it is, but there is something about it that I just love, So yeah, it's one of them films where you love it, but you can't quite put your finger on why. But yeah, it It definitely is. Spaghettiness is a word now. It works. There you go. There you go. We just made that a word then. Great one, Jeff. Minnesota Clay. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I need to get the German Blu-ray, sell out the old DVD. The DVD has the correct ending, in my opinion. The Blu-ray goes for the my less preferred ending, but luckily you can switch it off before that happens. So yeah, but yeah, Minnesota Clay, man. Again, it's one of them. I don't know what it is, but I love it. You know, it's one of them films, and it's a Corbucci favorite of mine without doubt. Anyway, let's go on to another real underrated gem here, number 23. We have my favorite Robert Woods film. Like I think in the last stream I accidentally said, like, I think what was it, Blackjack was the last excuse me, Robert Woods film that we are going to mention. No, I was lying because I totally forgot about what actually is my favorite Robert Woods film, and it's a number 23. It's El Puro with yeah, Robert Woods, like I said. Once again, Rosalba Neri in this one as well. And it's directed by Eduardo Malagria. And I think it's the last Eduardo Malagria film that we're going to mention. So by default, I guess that makes it my favorite of his. And yeah, my favorite film of Woods. And yeah, here it is. Finally, Arrow gave us this one. In the, is it the Savage Guns box set? I think it is the Savage Guns box set. Yeah, finally Arrow gave us a great high definition print of this one with some special features and all that stuff. Yeah, thank you, Arrow Video, man. These guys, they did it. This was one of the most obscure spaghetti westerns until Arrow put it out. So yeah, there we go. El Puro, also known as the reward is yours, but the man's mine, or something like that. That's a much longer title. I prefer the simplified El Puro one. Robert Woods plays like this drunk gunfighter, like this alcoholic gunfighter, and maybe you could say maybe a little Rio Bravo touches and stuff in there, but no, I do really love El Puro, and I do recommend that. So yeah, that is my number 23 pick. Oh, wait a minute. Here we have Yam Yam is here. Hey, Yam Yam, or should I say howdy? I'm doing great, even though I'm sweating bullets. I really shouldn't have put on the poncho today, but yeah. As you're getting down to your top 25, your ranking is quite different, Jeff. Each of their own. My ranking does change a little from time to time. A update collection video. I might. Yes, Carlos. Yeah, you definitely should do a updated collection video. Would love to see it. I'll be first in line to see it. There you go. Excuse me, some fucking gas coming up. El Puro as Dean Martin's character, and yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's pretty dope. This film. Let's do the next two choices, and when we get to number 20, I'm gonna take a smoke break. So yeah, that was The Reward's Yours, The Man's Mine, or El Puro at number 23. At number 22, we have a Django film, another unofficial Django film, but this one has Tomas Milian. It's very dark. It's very atmospheric. It's very bizarre. It's bonkers. It's absolutely mental, as my buddies in the UK would say, but it's oh so freaking good. I'm talking about Giulio Questi's Django Kill. If you live, shoot, with Tomas Milian. This one has a lot of craziness and bizarreness. Like I said, this one has gay, black, leather-dressed cowboys. This one has a parrot that has a drinking problem. Jesus, this film has so many crazy and bizarre, and also very violent bits. And here's the German Blu-ray for it. But I don't know what it is. There's another one where, I mean, for this one I know what it is. I love the bizarreness in this one. So yeah, I love this one because it's so fucking bizarre. But yeah, Django Kill, If You Live, Shoot. I highly recommend. This used to be a top 20 one, so this one has come down a little bit. When I first did my my original top 20 like years ago, this was actually, I think, my number 20 or number 19. So yeah, but this one has gone down, but I still love it. Yeah, Django Kill, If You Live, Shoot. Highly recommend. I think it's also available in the UK. It's available in the US as well. It's available all over the place. So if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. Arrow is awesome. Need to get that, but that will be true of every film from here on out. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're getting really down to it here. Yeah. Currently going through my physical catalog to decide what deserves to stay in my shelves and taking a lot of my shelf. I'm talking taking a lot of my shelves, but not getting rid of them. They're all good, so storing them. Ah, okay. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah, that's. Cheers, Carlos. Cheers, Carlos. Jeff, I was searching a movie meter. Yeah, I know that one. I found a top 20 spaghetti westerns. I listed back in the day. Oh, 2009. By all means, share it with us for a moment when we get there. We're almost in the top 20, so yeah. Yes, it is Bloomin' Boylan here in England. I could have swear I jumped in his oven, in the oven. The only thing to explain, yeah, it's the same here. This one I always found a bit strange. Just something with it I can't. Yeah, For the Apocalypse is a little too strange for me, but this one I fucking love. Like, yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, both films are strange, but yeah, this one just goes overboard with the strangeness, and I love it. Yeah, we're gonna get or sad Django Kill If You Live shoot, because I recommend both. I recommend both the original Django and also Django Kill If You Live shoot. Imagine how hot it must have been for the actual. Imagine how hot Clint Eastwood was in fucking Spain, in Almeria, Spain, like where it's like pretty much imagine a day like today, but then even more hotter because it's a desert. Wearing this poncho, wearing the hat, wearing the full getup. Clint Eastwood must have been sweating bullets when he was shooting the spaghetti westerns, man. Um, anyway, that was number 22. Let's go to number 21, which is my favorite of the Tony Anthony Stranger films. This one has gone down. This one was in the top 20 for a long time. This is now just outside it because a film that I've recently rewatched again, overdue, I should say, has overtaken the top 20 spot. So this one is no longer number 20. But we have at number 21, we have A Stranger in Town with Tony Anthony and also Frank Wolf. He's a great bad guy in this one, Frank Wolf, man. He's a fair man, in case we forget. Just trying to see who directed. Is it Luigi something, isn't it? Luigi Vanzi directed this one. There you go. It's from 1966 or 60. No, I think it's 67. But yeah, that's available on DVD and Blu-ray, and I absolutely love this one. It's a very, very cheap, shoestring budget carbon copy of Fistful of Dollars. But oh man, it's good. I mean, this film should not be as good as it is, in my opinion. But again, it just fucking works for me. Like, a lot of people prefer the second Stranger film, which is The Stranger Returns. Give me this one, and I love the simplicity of this one. I love, because it's so cheap. I love just because it's one set, it's one location. Instead of a poncho, the wardrobe department did not have the money for a poncho, so instead he's wearing a blanket instead of a poncho. So again, it's a shoestring carbon copy of Fistful of Dollars in a way, but it's oh so good, and it's the show stealer in this one is Frank Wolf. Frank Wolf, man, there you go, there he is. Probably my favorite Frank Wolf role outside of, well, Once Upon a Time in the West. But yeah, I love this film. I love Stranger in Town. Anyway, we're now going into the top 20. There we go. We have a few comments to pull up, and it's about time for a smoke break. Let's see. Yeah, I get you with the heat. I'm sitting here melting. Yeah, I'm actually, while I'm off to the bathroom smoking a cigarette, I'm going to turn the air conditioning on once again. Yeah, absolutely. Menage a Man Coldplay is getting a Treasured Films UK Blu-ray release. Sergio Martino was in the UK recently, so new extras will be made for that release. Yes, and I'm looking forward to that one. Explain it this way: I had about 7,000 on my shelves and 3,000 in storage, but now only have about 1,900 on my shelves. Took a lot out, but still keeping them as they are. Good films, just not shelf worthy. Yeah, no, I got you. Most of the movies on my list will also be. Okay, when I'm done then. First a commercial break, and I'm gonna fucking go for a cigarette quickly. What can I play you for the commercial break? I should have prepared some more things. First, let's just have this, and then I will play something. There we go.
No.
Didn't realize I had the fucking loop function turned on for that one. Okay. No, I'm just gonna take you guys with me to the bathroom because, you know, fuck it, why not? In for a penny, in for a pound. Just gonna go through the comments while I'm here. Actually, nowadays I got myself a little stool that I can sit on while I'm here, so yeah, it's even better. Not that you guys have a clear ranking of your favorites. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's crystal clear because it's fucking so tough to do this. I mean, tomorrow I might overhaul the entire list once again, but it is how I ranked it for now, and I'm sticking with it, sticking to it for now. But this is in regards to Stranger in Town, probably the best cheap low budget spaghetti. I would agree. I take it over any Fedani film. So yeah. Ian, this week I'll be posting a video showing people my top 100 favorite movies of this millennium. Oh wow, that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be checking that one out for sure. Always remember making the Phantom Menace, and it was like 105 Fahrenheit and like 9 a.m. in Tunisia. Yeah, that's fucking hot. The Poor Man's Fistful of Dollars, but an excellent one. I knew Carlos preferred the sequel. Yeah, we'll have to check that out, Ramon. Yes, definitely. I will also have to check that out. A bit like Detour, Jeff, very cheap noir. That was. I have not seen that one, but yeah, sure. I guess. I think Manaja is really good. Yeah, Manaja is really good. I do prefer, like I said, to Kiyoma. We'll do another extensive recap at the end of this. Watching the I probably should have been outside for this one. Now that you mentioned it, that probably would have been better for the heat. But yeah, no. Instead, I'm inside with a fucking heavy LED light in my face. Yeah, and wearing a poncho. At least the poncho is quite thin actually, but still, you know, still quite hot. Yam Yam says my number one is 1967's War Wagon. Not a big John Wayne fan. Yes, we have discussed that a few times. I think we'll probably cover that on our podcast sometime in the future. We might actually have to choose that for one of the voting options. But yeah, well, it's a portable air conditioner. It's not like a mounted one, like stuck to the house. It's a portable one, but it does me fine. So yeah. If you love War Wagon, you should check out the other John Wayne westerns from the 60s. Yes, Wayne has done some great ones. Commercial break, so I'm hearing the Peel and D music. Yes. A Thomas Millian box set from Arrow or the Stranger movies in a set roll. Yes, I would buy that in a heartbeat for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, it's a portable one. It's like a portable unit, or whatever you want to call it. Are we dual streaming on OnlyFans now? Because I'm in the shower? No. I don't want to see you have a shower. No, I'm not. Well, actually, I might just jump in just to rinse off the sweat and stuff. But no, me too. I like women too. You need to switch from cigarettes to cigars like Glenn did. Yeah. I sometimes do have one of them little cigarellos cigar thingies, but If you came here, our hot weather might not affect you that much, but us English Brits ain't used. Hey, we're not here. Netherlands is mostly known for rain and stuff, right? So yeah. Oh, as as Ramon says right there, yeah. In the Netherlands, we often have the same weather as the UK: rain, rain, and even more rain. And then when it's hot, it's fucking hot. So yeah, pretty similar to the UK. Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, I've tried fans. I've also tried this air cooler thingy. That was good, but this air conditioner, since I've had this, I've been able to sleep effortlessly in these weather conditions. So yeah, the portable one I definitely recommend it. Yeah. So yeah, we're caught up with the comments for now. So yeah, we're in the top 20 now. So when we return to the movie room, we're gonna go from 20 to number one and wrap this thing up with some very big classic hitters for sure coming up right now. Number 20, the one that's coming up here on number 20. This one actually is a new addition to this entire list, and this one came right into the top 20. So I'm excited to talk about this one coming up. I know Ramon loves this one as well. I know Carlos loves this one as well. So it is a very obscure one that's coming up. It's another one where there's no English language release for it. But yeah, we'll get to there as soon as I take the last drag here of my cigarette. There we go. Let's get back. So yeah, just to show you my condition, I got this little light on, which is not producing that much heat, but still considering. Actually, it is producing quite a bit of heat. And I've got this fucking LED ring light on my face. So yeah, when it comes to heat, I'm feeling it right now. But yeah, if I turn it off, I'll be fully in the dark, and that's not good either. So yeah. Anyway, now come the biggins. The biggins, as Al Bundy would say. Yeah. Number 20. Okay, let's actually. I have to get a different pile. I've compiled. Bear with me. I just grab the titles. There we go. Now I've got the top 20 right next to me. So number 20 is a film by Aldo Florio. I think it's his only spaghetti western. It stars Fabio Testi, Eduardo Friardo, and Jose Calvo. And it is really good. And I was so happy when I finally got this German DVD. I was finally able to understand what the hell was going on with him, because I watched it many years ago. I think in either Italian or Spanish. I think it was on YouTube in one of these languages, in Italian or Spanish. I was just like, yeah, watch it. Don't care about the language. Just try and watch it because I've heard so many great things about it. Now I was able to watch it with English subtitles thanks to this DVD, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. At number 20, a new addition to this ranking, Dead Man Ride from 1971, I think, or 1970. Let me quickly check. Anda Muchacho Spada. Yeah, from 1971, directed by Aldo Florio. And man, this is I thoroughly enjoyed this one. So here we go. This is the German DVD. There's tits on the back. There you go. Quick flash of it. Don't want to get taken down. Eduardo Friardo and Fabio Testi. There you go. It's a very good one. About this, there's gold. Deals with gold, and man, I don't want to spoil too much because I want people to watch this one as blind as possible, to be honest. But man, it's great. This one has nudity, like I said, so that's another incentive to watch it for a lot of people, I'm sure. It's a great music score. It's got pretty much everything you want from spaghetti. It is a absolute top 20 spaghetti western. Now that I've seen it, now that I've been finally able to understand what's going on in the film, highly recommend it. So yeah, there you go. That's number 20 is Dead Man Ride from 1971, like I said, or 70. Anyway, let's catch up on the comments before we go to number 19. Sounds like the Netherlands have similar weather to us. I had no idea on that. Thanks, Jeff. I'll get a portable air conditioner. It better be. Yeah, I guess I can quickly show you. It's like that thing right over there. Yeah, there you go. So I got that close to me. It's on the lowest thing now, the lowest fan mode, because you can really make it very loud and very very chilly in the room. I got it on the lowest setting right now, but still, it's almost like I'm sitting in a cool little breeze right now. That's good. So, yeah, I got it close to me for now. Maybe a surprise. Yeah, we shall see. Yeah, I've been buying a lot of tip tops and ice packs. Yeah, with this blistering heat. Also, the weather put me off watching films, which is why I'm watching the Punisher series. Oh, why I've put the Punisher series on hold. There you go. Okay. And Ramon had this at number 10 in his top 20 ranking from 2009. It's a great one. And yeah, Dead Man Right, Unknown Gem. Don't think I've ever seen that one. Yeah, I had to get this German DVD as soon as I found out that this has English subtitles for the Italian audio track. So it's like, okay, I finally can. Plus, I can actually watch it in German because I do understand German. So, but I did not go that route for this one this time around. I went with Italian and English subtitles for this one, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, this one at least is somewhat English friendly in terms of the subtitles. So there you go. But yeah, I do recommend it. It's, like I said, as soon as I finally saw it, and as soon as I got what was going on in the film, I was like, yeah, this is going in top 20. Sorry, Stranger in Town, I love you, but not that much. I like this one a little bit more, so that's kind of how it went. Fucking bell ringers at it again. Anyway, oh, God, didn't read this one. Thought you guys didn't know it, Carlson Jeff, but it's also known as At the End of the Rainbow, which is confusing. Yeah, like I said, I recently picked that up, Ramon, so I had seen it years ago, like I said, but yeah. Forget one. Yeah. Yeah, it's with the power, just plug it in. You got a nice little remote to control everything. Like, I got it down to 17 degrees Celsius, so it's very cold, which is good in this weather. Dead Man Right, early 70s, while the comedies were being made, left, right, and center. This one kept from the usual typical formula. Kept to the, yeah, still a great one. It is a great one. Eduardo Friardo in one of his best villain roles. Not quite as good as Django, but still, you know. Do you guys prefer watching them with English dubs? Well, I'm an English dub guy. I know Ramon is an Italian dub guy, an Italian language guy. When I can, I watch these with English dubs. If I can't, then I have to go for subtitles. But yeah, but for me, I mean, I prefer the English dubs myself. I know that's one of the things that is a point of. I guess people go back and forth on like, no, it's Italian, no, it's English. And it's in the end, it doesn't matter. You know, in the end, it doesn't really matter. As long as you enjoy the film, that's all that matters, right? So, I have a few questions on westerns. What do you think is the most overrated? What do you think is the most underrated? And what do you think is the worst western you've ever seen? Well, I really hate Batman's River with Lee Van Cleef. That's a spaghetti western. What is a underrated one? Well, Dead Man Right. And my number 19, I will consider very underrated as well. It's another one with Tony Anthony and Ringo Starr in this one. And it's directed by Ferdinando Baldi. And this one also is from 1970 or 71. At number 19, we have Blind Man. Where are my 50 women? Yeah, this is Tony Anthony as a blind gunslinger or blind. Yeah, he's blind anyway. And he's escorting 50 mail order brides. They get stolen, and he just wants his 50 women back. So yeah, Blind Man. I really recommend. This one needs a Blu-ray edition. This is the US DVD. Yeah, Ringo Starr in the spaghetti western. This is my favorite Tony Anthony spaghetti western. Preferred over Stranger in Town. Obviously, it's really good. Yeah, Ringo Starr is great in this one as the Mexican. Bandit, Candy, yeah. Great film, recommended. Blind Man, yeah, like I said, each and every one in the top 20 right there. But this one, I would also, just like Dead Man Right, consider this one an underrated one. So, yeah, there you go. And that was the one that I pulled up last. Yeah, that was the one. The worst Western, yeah, probably Batman's River. For Mike Barrett, depends on the actors in the film. Gonna go and write these down after stream. Some great titles to find. You're welcome, Mike. Well, although you are 300 and you don't have Dead Man Right, come on. No, I'm kidding, of course. There's still loads that I haven't seen, obviously. There's still so many out there. Words and Pictures of portable air conditioning. It's a game changer. Yeah, it has a hose that goes out the window. That's exactly the one that I have as well. It's a hose that goes out the window. Forgot to mention that part earlier, but yeah. I hope you don't mind me asking about the air conditioning. Yeah, no worries, no worries. That's why I fucking have it, because I can't stand heat either. I mean, look at me. I'm like the whitest guy you've ever seen. Like, yeah. Italian, but not for the ones I grew up with. Leone, Hill, and Spencer. They were always in English. Yeah, who the hell would watch Fistful of Dollars in Italian? Clint Eastwood speaking Italian? No, not for me. If Jeff recommends a film, I usually enjoy it also. Thank you. I knew that. I do appreciate that. That means a bit. Carlos watches in English. If watching with English subtitles, I have it Spanish or Italian audio. Yeah, there you go. Exploitation spaghetti western. Great one. Blind Man sounds interesting. Yeah, it's pretty much, as Ramon says, there's a Tashi in the West. Cool movie. Blind Man, a great one. Yeah, I know this is going to be a big favorite for many. After Ringo Starr. Yes. Everything in this genre surprises people. Orson Welles played a Mexican. Ringo Starr plays a Mexican. So yeah, there you go. 5 likes, really? People that are, well, we have 15 people watching and 5 likes. That doesn't add up. Oh, I have 9 likes on my thing here. I genuinely laughed out loud when you said you're the whitest guy you've ever seen. Well, not as white as anyway. I'm sure there's albinos and stuff, but that are even whiter, but I want my 50 women! Yeah, there you go. And indeed, smash the like button. Pull out your 6 shooters and shoot that like button, guys. So that's Blind Man, number 19. Number 18, we have another Sergio Corbucci one, and another one that I love a hell of a lot, 1966, starring Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds was not a fan of this film. Nicoletta Machiavelli is in this one as well, and she's great in this one. And also the great Aldo Sambral playing the villain. I don't even need to look up the list for these ones, because these ones I know by heart. At number 18, we have Navajo Joe, no, Navajo Joe, as the song goes in the soundtrack. Yeah, Ennio Morricone soundtrack, one of my favorites. I recently got the CD soundtrack of it. Highly recommend Navajo Joe, both the film and the soundtrack. I don't care what Burt Reynolds has to say about it. It's fucking awesome, this film. It's oh man, it's brutal. It's Corbucci, Corbucci bringing the good violence to it with some great axe scales, and in particular one axe scale towards the end, and some scalpings and stuff. So yeah, it's look at my hair going in the wind of the air conditioning. No, I really love Navajo Joe, and that's available. It's widely available. I mean, this is available in the UK on 88 Films. It's available on Kino Lorber, I think, in the US. Yeah, this is the German Blu-ray that I have myself for it. And yeah, this one is available on DVD, Blu-ray. Would be great on the 4K, but, beggars can be choosers. But yeah, Navajo Joe, great film, man. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. Again, don't pay attention to what Burt Reynolds says, because he would have you believe that it's the worst film ever made, but trust me, it's definitely not. That tube thing that goes out the window doesn't need sealing. Yeah, there is some ceiling screen thingy, I don't know whatever you want to call it, but there's something for it, yeah. When you were looking at your phone while wearing the punch, it's like you were time traveling. Yeah. I like the show so much I clicked the like button twice. There you go. Thank you, Words and Pictures. Glad you were enjoying it. I'm enjoying it too, despite the heat. Although the sun is really setting now, it's almost dark, so I'm pretty sure it's going to cool down in a bit. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Burt Reynolds he just got pissed that he got the wrong surgery. Yeah, he went into that film thinking he was going to work with Sergio Leone, because obviously he heard from Clint Eastwood like, oh, I just work with Sergio Leone. He's great. And it's like, then he got a call from a surgeon saying, yeah, well, I'll work with Sergio Leone as well, because Clint had a great time. But yeah, thanks, Jeff. And I had long shoulder hair length. The fans used to blow my hair. Yeah, look at that, it's going. There you go. I need to have a little trim again, because yeah, I trimmed the ponytail in case anybody didn't notice. Like, the ponytail's gone. but it's getting a little long again, so I have to do another trim. How easy or tricky was it to put these in order? The top 20, very easy. The top 30, still, I will say it's easy. I think after the top 30, that's where it really became a process of elimination. Like I like this one more than that one, like this one more than that one, and yeah. Again, this is by no means a definitive list, but it is a list that that I put together and that I'm sticking with for now. So yeah, that's pretty much how that is with this ranking. Yeah, so Navajo, again, I think everybody here knows it. I think everybody here does appreciate it, hopefully. Let's go on to number 17, which is another gem. We covered this one on our Westerns for Life podcast. It's a top 20 favorite for many, including, of course, myself, because right here it is, directed by Robert Hossein and starring Robert Hossein and Michel Mercier from 1969. It is Cemetery Without Crosses, also known as The Rope and the Cold. And this one is available on DVD, Blu-ray. It's available in Germany. It's available in the UK. Arrow Video has done a release of it. Let me just have another drink of water. But yeah, no, I absolutely love this one. It's very, very stylistic and very gritty and little, sort of surreal elements with the ghost down and stuff. But it's a really great one. Here is the Arrow Video Blu-ray of it with the lovely Michel Mercier, a very good female character in this one, played by Michel Mercier. I should add that. But yeah, we covered this one on our podcast. If you guys want to know more, I don't think we delved into too many spoilers for the podcast. I don't think we really delved into any spoilers at all for the podcast. So check out our podcast episode that we did on Cemetery Without Crosses for further reference. But it's highly recommended. So that's a number 17 for me. I have not, but I would like to. Yes, I would love to ride a horse one day. I'm actually really thinking about maybe taking a trip to Almeria, Spain very soon. Well, maybe not this year, but definitely I'm going to try and plan for like next year or like in a year or 2 years from now. I want to go to Almeria, Spain, and I actually want to visit those spaghetti western locations. And I think they have a tour that you can ride a horse in the desert there, and that's what I want to do. That's on my bucket list. So I actually been going a little bit into that. So doing a little bit of research. That is possible. So yeah, I want to visit the locations in Almeria, and I want to ride a horse in that desert there. Carlos says it's outside his top 50, but it changes quite a bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh no, outside his top 50, the full list changes quite a bit. Yeah, I would love to see Carlos tackle this because yeah, this is not an easy feat at all. But yeah, would love to see Carlos tackle his list. What great title, Cemetery Without Crosses. Yes, that is a great title, isn't it? And we're just getting started because we've got some other great titles coming up after this. It's a great one in 2009. It's not in my top 20. It wasn't. Nowadays it is. There you go. I was thinking at the end. Yes, there are some great titles indeed. Yeah, definitely get the Arrow edition because it's a great transfer and some good special features and all that stuff. And I think it's still available. I could be wrong, but yeah, don't quote that against me. I think I can guess your number one just may include a little actor who many might not have heard of, a gentleman named Clint Eastwood. Have you heard him before? As I said to Carlos earlier, that might or might not be. But enough about that for now. Let's go to number 16 with a film directed by Giulio Petroni from 1967. And it stars Lee Van Cleef and John Philip Law, and it is a fantastic one with a music score by Ennio Morricone. Again, this is another film that we have covered on our Westerns for Life podcast. And this is Death Rides a Horse with Lee Van Cleef and John Philip Law, with, again, a great Ennio Morricone music score, which Quentin Tarantino used in Kill Bill Volume 1 during the big Crazy 88 fight at the end of Kill Bill Volume 1. You hear Death Rides a Horse music just before that whole fight kicks off. So yeah, I got that on the German Square Box Blu-ray edition because the other Explosive Media Blu-rays and stuff, those are quite hard to get. This is available on Kino in the US, and is this now available in I think the UK has got a release of this now. Carlos, anyone from UK? I think this now has a UK release. So yeah, Carlos, let me know if I'm correct in saying that. But yeah, definitely Lee Van Cleef. You cannot go wrong with Lee Van Cleef. It's a fantastic one. I think the number one might be my number one too. We'll see. We'll see. Problem with spaghetti western top list is that you already know what number one, number two. Maybe, maybe. There you go. That's what I love to see. Likes are going ballistic. There you go. Let's do it, Jeff. Almeria. I've done Sad Hill, but Almeria is a proper tour. Yes, it is. If you want to join me, let's set that up. Let's see if we can do that next year. We can finally meet up in person. It'll be awesome. Yeah. I mean, for me, Spain is like what I can drive to Spain. It's like what 8 or 9 hours in the car, but I can fucking drive to Spain. You know, it's not all too far considering. But yeah, maybe a little more than 8 or 9, maybe like 10 or 11 hours, but still, it's drivable, I guess. Wouldn't even need to get on a plane for that, but yeah. Anyway, Death Rides a Horse, number 15. This is a real underrated gem, okay? This is very underrated. This one I would love to get a Blu-ray. I hope maybe Arrow Video or one of the big labels can touch this one and maybe put their magic on it. I, for now, have it on the Wild East DVD. There is a HD print of it on YouTube, believe it or not. So you can watch this in high definition on YouTube. So yeah, there's no Blu-ray, but there is a high definition print of it, out there. But at number 15, we have one with a fantastic music score by Roberto Pregadio. And the film is directed by Ferdinando Baldi and stars Leonard Mann, Luciana Paluzzi, and after Cheat, who else is in this one actually? Oh, Peter Martell, that's who I was looking for. At number 15, we have The Forgotten Gem. And I say that with pun intended because the film is The Forgotten Pistolero, which is a forgotten gem and a fucking awesome film with a great music score, like I said. And yeah, I have that here on the Wild East DVD along with The Unholy Four. I absolutely love The Forgotten Pistolero. And yeah, like I said, you have Luciana Paluzzi in this one, who was Fiona Volpe in Thunderball, for the Bond fans among us. And the music score for this one, it's one of them Western themes that you've heard even outside of this movie. Like, it's one of the iconic Western themes, along with The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and stuff. It's featured in Red Dead Revolver. It's featured in like a heap of stuff. But yeah, The Forgotten Pistolero with Leonard Mann is a highly recommended one. And it's, yeah, this is my personal favorite underrated gem of all of them, because I think after this we only have very, very big hard hitters left. Yeah, this is my personal favorite gem, forgotten gem of the entire genre. I love The Forgotten Pistolero, and highly recommend. Like I said, it's on YouTube, so go watch it if you haven't. There's no shaming watching it because it's a great high definition print on YouTube. So yeah. This is my number 4 spaghetti western, one of the few Italian westerns outside Leone and Spencer plus Hill, which was shown frequently on Dutch TV. Death Rides a Horse. Yeah, we even got a Dutch DVD of that one, so there's not a lot of Dutch DVD releases of spaghetti westerns, but that one, we got it in our country, so yeah. Death Rides a Horse, top 10 for me. There's a UK release, there you go, so yeah. We'll get Dan for oh, that would be awesome. Imagine the 3 of us meeting up in the Leone town in Almeria. That would be awesome for a meetup, where people like Lee Van Cleef and Charles Bronson, ever young. Yeah, can't imagine them as yeah, they always had that face with the wrinkles and all that stuff, right? Yeah, they always had a aged and weathered face. Oh, that's awesome there. I really love hearing that, Mike. Yeah, Forgotten Pistolero is in Mike Barrett's top 10. Yeah, more power to you. I wish I could, but if you see the stuff I got coming up, it's hard. But yeah. The Forgotten Pistolero, there's the surprise. Yeah, that's definitely the surprise. I get it that fans like this one. I prefer others to this one, but a good one. Yes. That's definitely my wild card, I guess. Yeah, if you want to put it that way. That's definitely my wild card. But yeah, every ranking has to have one of them. Someone who is an expert in spaghetti westerns, the stream is very educational. Oh, that's what we're here for. And again, if you want to broaden your education, the must-have book of spaghetti westerns is Any Gun Can Play. This is even more educational than I can ever wish to be. So, I mean, you can't go wrong if you got a full-color picture of Raquel Welch in there, don't you? So, yeah. But yeah, Any Gun Can Play, The Essential Guide to Euro Westerns or Spaghetti Westerns by Kevin Grant. Yeah, definitely yeah, highly recommend. Again, I cannot stop plugging that book. It's awesome. I read that book. I dive into that book for like some information. Maybe I want to quickly, pretty much every day I dive into that book. So that's how much that book is amazing. And yeah, Mike Barrett agrees. The book is amazing. The Bible, there you go. If you guys meet, you should meet at high noon for a duel. Yeah, that would be awesome. It's Euro Western. But yeah, that's Handy Calder. It's not on my list, but yeah, it's Kevin. Oh yeah, didn't make that connection yet. Kevin Grant. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, that was Forgotten Pistol Ever number 15. Let's go to number 14, which this is the best political Zapata Western in my opinion, which is like very. I mean, there's a few. Oh no, wait, no. There is another one that I spot later on, but this one comes close. Like outside of a certain Mr. Sergio Leone, a certain Mr. Damiano Damiani did one of the best westerns in my opinion. Certainly one of the best political spaghetti westerns, Zapata westerns. At number 14, we have a film starring Luke Estelle, Gian Maria Volonté, Klaus Kinski, and another Bond girl in this one, Martine Beswick. At number 14, we have Quien Sabe, or A Bullet for the General, which, yeah, this film is awesome. Yeah, Klaus Kinski, again, you cannot go wrong whenever Kinski is attached to one of these. Here's the Blu-ray that I have for it, the German Blu-ray. And yeah, you have the guy from the Dollars films in this one. So yeah, and Martine Beswick, like I said, yeah, there she is, right there. Yeah. Kill Amigo is the German title. Yeah, this is a really great political spaghetti western, Zapata western, Mexican Revolutionary western. A great ending, great characters, great music by Luis Bacalov. This film is just another one that has the entire package for any spaghetti western fan. Highly recommend it. Once again, it's kind of redundant because this is the top 20 we're in now. All of these are highly recommended, but yeah. Yeah, it's a Euro Western, yeah. British, yeah. I have a Christopher Frayling book that I will pull out near the end of this list. Martine Beswick, I'm sold. You should have been sold at Kinski. Beswick is just a bonus. But no, yeah, it's great. I really recommend it again. Especially since you got the guy from the Dollars films in this one. And Kinski and Martine Beswick. And yeah, it's a great cast, great music score. I'm going to turn the air conditioning off for a bit again because now I'm actually, what's the word, acclimatized? Is that the word I'm looking for? Oh, but as soon as you turn it off, it's like, okay, no, anyway. Yeah, Martine Beswick. Book Christopher Frayling, Al Scott. Yeah, they have written some great books as well, but Any Gun Can Play is the definitive Bible for sure. Bullet for the General, great Zapata Western, maybe the best. Yeah, like I said, there is another one coming up soon. I thought this was the last Zapata Western, but no, it's not. The Bullet for the General poster is awesome. Is that this one? Yeah, that is a pretty cool one. I think that is featured in that book, actually. If I can find it within a good amount of time. Yeah, there it is. There's the Ya soy a la revolución. That's Bullet for the General. There you go. So yeah, Any Gun Can Play. I have to give it some more love. Anyway, yeah, Bullet for the General. I think we all know it. It's great. If you don't know it, you'll love it for sure. It's top tier for sure. Number 13, and Ramon is gonna love this one. This one stars Gianni Garco and Claudio Comaso once again from the same who we've covered in Vengeance Is Mine. This is the film that is often compared to and often said that it's like a twin film, like a double bill film. This one is very awesome. Again, Gianni Garco, Claudio Comaso, Fernando Sancho, Loredana Nucciak from Django is in this one as well. I think she does an even better job in this. She has a better character in this one than in Django. But I'm talking about at number 13, we have $10,000 for a Massacre, directed by Romolo, again, Guerreri. Probably butchered his name once again, but Yeah, with script by Ernesto Gostaldi, who did a lot of the Giallo films. And yeah, that's once again available thanks to Arrow Video. And yeah, this is also on YouTube, so have at it, guys. Add it to your playlist on YouTube, or get the Arrow Video box set if you want. But yeah, this one, what a great film! What a great! I just watched this one again a few weeks ago. Man, it's great. And I'm gonna say the one scene in this that makes it stand out and makes it worth the price of admission is a scene. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's a scene involving a stagecoach, and it's a 3 or 4 minute scene involving no dialogue, and it's just a reaction shot and music and stuff. It's very Morricone Leone-esque. That one scene that I'm referring to. I think Ramon, I think people that are familiar with this film will know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, again, I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, but that's one scene that's absolutely worth it. So if you watch this, just remember the stagecoach scene. Yeah, $10,000 for a Massacre, man. What a film. What a film. Yeah, Christopher Frayling. Yeah, definitely. That's again, we'll have some Christopher Frayling coming up. I remember Christopher Frayling making a TV series about old horror films, which was very good. Yeah, Christopher Frayling, man, he's a genius. That guy, man. The amount of stuff that he's been able to store in his noggin up there, it's amazing. He's definitely the authority when it comes to Sergio Leone, that's for sure. When Christopher Frayling talks, we listen, absolutely. Know the scene yeah. Mike knows what I'm talking about. Number 3 for Ramon, $10,000 for Massacre, takes place at the coast, High Plains. Yes, it goes down, epic music with bells, and yes, if that doesn't sell it, then I don't know what will, except that it has Fernando Sancho once again, so yeah. Oh yeah. I sold you on yeah. Remember that bootleg we had? Even Donnie loved that one and kept the bootlegs. Yeah, man, $10,000 for Mass is fantastic. Yeah, before I had this on the Django Italo Western box set, which I got just there out of reach. I wish I could reach it right now, but yeah, I had the German DVD of it before Arrow Video came along. But yeah, it's such a great film. I wish it could be higher still, but just look at my number 12. Okay, let's just go to number 12. Sergio Corbucci at number 12, right? We got Franco Nero. We got Thomas Milian. We got Jack Palance. We got a music score by Ennio Morricone. All those ingredients make 1970s Compañeros at number 12. So, yeah, you see how hard this is? Yeah, Compañeros at number 12. What can I say about Compañeros? It's one that we might cover on the on the podcast. So I'm not going to say too much, just in case. But you cannot go wrong with this film. With any of these films that are coming up. So, but yeah, that's Compañeros at 12. Again, you can say that's a Zapata Western. So, yeah. Number 11, another Zapata West. We're getting into a Sergio Leone film now. Yeah, Leone outside the top 10. It's got to be done because I do love this film, but and it used to be in my top 10. But number 11, Sergio Leone's Docu-Sucker with Rod Steiger and James Coburn. With a fantastic, beautiful, haunting music score by Ennio Morricone. Yeah, man, this just outside the top 10. I had to put it at 11 because lower would be such a disrespect. You know, it had to be either just outside the top 10 or within it. That's how much, you know, it's Leone. Come on. Also known as Fistful of Dynamite. Yeah, man, this is great film. Anyway, yeah. Great music score. Vamos a matar a compañeros. Yeah. Opening scene was something else. That's another standout scene on the beach for sure. Yeah, I agree. Is that for Compañeros? Yeah, I've seen this one. Yeah, that's also known as Fistful of Dynamite. There you go. That's my Blu-ray of it, Docu-Sucker. It's the regular MGM Blu-ray that I have right here. I know this is available on Eureka and stuff, and Kino Lorber. But yeah, there you go. Sergio Leone film outside the top 10, but there you go. I'm a sucker for Western with either car or snow for some reason. Ooh, if you like snow, we're going to have a great one coming up within the top 5. Anyway, let's go to number 10. A Sergio Slima film. I used to prefer this one to the other Sergio. So this is another one here. This here it's changed once again within my top 10. I think I used to have the big gun down here, which obviously is not this one. So this is another Sergio Slima film. And number 10, again, Gian Maria Volonti, and again, Thomas Milian and William Berger. At number 10, we have Face to Face with another great Morricone score. Now, for years, I preferred this to the Big Gun Down. I recently rewatched the Slima films, all three of them back to back. And no, it's this time around, it's like, no, it's a clear winner to the Big Gun Down. Again, I might change my mind further down the road, but for right now, yeah, Face to Face is my number 10. I still really love this one. I still absolutely I love the story in this one, where it's more like a reversal story, where it's like, it starts with Gian Maria Volonti, starts off like a pacifist, kind of like a professor, like an educational, like a intellectual, that's the word I was looking for, professor, who gets mixed up with this bandit. And then by the end, it's like a full reversal of the roles. I love the story in this one. I love the story in this one. And yeah, Face to Face, what a great film. Nowadays, like I said, I do prefer the Big Gun Down, which will be coming up in a few selections from now, in a few spots from now. But yeah, Face to Face, there you go, number 10. Hang on, gotta catch up with the comments. Rewatched Fistful Dynamite recently, very underrated. Yes, it definitely is underrated. I mean, yeah. Again, it used to be in the top 10, but now it's just edged out a little bit, but it's just once, okay. Some fantastic long tracking shots and docu. Yes, there sure is, and some great, greatly paired with the music, which, yeah, Tears and Ice when Ennio did the track with Soprano from Fistful. Yeah, that's the Soprano track by Ada Del Arso in the man. I got fucking goosebumps just thinking about it. When I first watched docu-soccer on TV as a teen, I didn't care for it much, but when watching it years later, and the uncut, yeah, that's especially because that film got shredded by the well, not the censor, but that one got shredded by the studios because they were like, "This is too long, cut it down, Sergio." It's like, no, fuck you. Sergio's films work in the longest version, man. Come on. Is that Thomas Milian's wig in Face to Face? Yeah, that could have been a little bit better. I'm with you. I generally thought Ennio Morricone. Yes, that's yeah. Tell me about it, man. I'm still heartbroken. I mean, 2020 when we lost him, I'm still heartbroken. I did a tribute video when the passing happened, but yeah, it's still shocking that we lost the greatest composer ever, in my opinion. I actually love when the church bell rings. It makes me imagine you're living in some mysterious town in the hills. Yeah, he has a dashing long wig in that one, doesn't he? Yeah, it's that release is like gold. You won't find it. Oh, this one. I'm aware this is very tough to get, and I was able to get it for like what, 15 euros in the German shop back in the day. So yeah, but it's going for crazy money, that one. It's the most uncut version of it. That's why, for people that are wondering. Number 9, another big hitter, one that we covered on the podcast, same as the one that's coming after that. I'm already seeing, but at number 9 we have a pairing of two genre superstars. I guess I was lying when I said that Bullet for the President is my favorite Gemma film, because this film has Giuliano Gemma and Lee Van Cleef, and it's directed by Tonino Valerie. Day of Anger at number 9. Yeah, what a great score on this one by Riz Ortolani. That Riz Ortolani, the guy that did Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, he's had a great music score for this one, which is also featured in Django Unchained. If you have the scene where Django shooting the snowman, that track is the main theme from this one. Yeah, Day of Anger. What can I say? I love this one. This is. I always forget, because of Lee Van Cleef, his impact is so big. I always forget it's also Gemma, but no, it's Gemma and Van Cleef. It's like a 2-for-1 right there, which doesn't happen a lot in the genre, but when it does, oh man, is it great. Like when Peter Lee Lawrence and Anthony Stephan teamed up for a film, or like, yeah, Mark Damon, Anthony Stephan. There's some great films where you got some great pairings of genre stars, but this is my favorite, Day of Anger. Highly recommend. Again, check out our podcast if you haven't. I would generally love to find why Ennio Morricone's score for The Thing sounds exactly like That's because Carpenter did do something for some of the tracks there. If you listen to some of the more electronic tracks in the thing, that's Carpenter. If the orchestral stuff, that is Morricone though. On my thing, collector's edition, there's an interview with Carpenter where he does talk about the music. I think he did say that. So Eureka has the UK DVD rights of Face to Face. Time to release in the UK. Yes, time for a fresh new scan, new release. That would be awesome for Face to Face. Number 8, again, another film. We've done a podcast episode on this one. It's another Corbucci one. It's Franco Nero once again. It's Jack Palance once again. And it's also Tony Mussanti. And also the great, lovely Giovanni Ralli. At number 8, we have, and again, Morricone. At number 8, we have Il Mercenario, or The Mercenary. Actually, this is my favorite Zapata Western, I think, then. Because, yeah, no, this is my favorite Mexican revolutionary spaghetti Western. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay, well, that's interesting when you put it, yeah. Didn't actually realize that this was the ultimate, the last one of the of that little subgenre within the subgenre. So, hold on. What's the running time on the face-to-face Blu-ray? We have the theatrical version on there with 94 minutes, and we have the extended version on there with 112 minutes, according to the back of the Blu-ray. There you go. Oh, actually, let me put The Mercenary away. There we go. Great score, like Jeff said, also using Django Unchained, but before it, also one of my favorite kung fu flick. Oh, that's for Day of Anger, yeah. Invincible Armor from 1977. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Again, I got that from Carpenter, yeah, on one of these special features. So far, I've only seen one of these movies, but I'm hopeful I will have seen more. Oh, yeah, you might. You just might. Anyway, let's pull up my edition of The Mercenary. There it is. This one is available 88 films in the UK, I think, in the Italian collection. Definitely, I think in the US on Kino Lorber, this is available. And yeah, this is the German one that I have. Yeah, Franco Nero shooting some machine guns again. And yeah, what can I say? I preferred to Compañeros. The two can be very similar. It's like kind of like twin films in a way. That you can easily do a double feature of both Mercenary and Compañeros. But I do prefer Mercenary out of the two. One of my two favorite Corbucci that's awesome and so rewatchable. Yes, it definitely is. And again, Ennio Morricone's music score, chef's kiss as always. Especially the track during the you guys know what I mean, La Arena, that track, yeah. Yes, definitely The Mercenary. I think Ian, you would love The Mercenary for sure. Oh yeah, after this you will definitely have some films that you will have seen. Number 7, it's once again Lee Van Cleef and Tomas Milian, and this one is directed by Sergio Sollima. I talked about it earlier, 1966. The Big Gun Down with Lee Van Cleef and Tomas Milian. Also, Fernando Sancho does appear in this one, which I never knew because he's kind of unrecognizable until you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's him in that army costume. Yeah. But no, Walter Barnes in this one as well. And that's available in a multitude of great releases. I also do still have somewhere my old German DVD of it. But yeah, no, this is the Grindhouse releasing Blu-ray from the US with the soundtrack included. Morricone once again, chef's kiss. My pile is falling over, let's put that there. And the Indicator release, which is a cool deluxe release with booklet and poster. And yeah, the UK release right there, the Big Gun Down. What can I say? Again, after recently rewatching the Sergio Sollima spaghetti westerns, like I said, Face to Face, Big Gun Down, and Run Man Run, this one came out the winner, which for years it was always Face to Face as my favorite Sollima film, but no, it's this one now. So yeah, The Big Gun Down, again, soundtrack great, cinematography great, directing great, acting great, great characters, great. It's just great. That's what it is. It's great. The German release on face-to-face release is the best release, as the Kino release. The picture ratios. Okay, there you go. Yeah. The score to the thing on Blu-ray used to make the picture frames on my wall even quite low. Yeah, now that I have a sound system actually with like speakers around the room, I actually have to check the thing out and see how that does on the on the old sound system. Yeah, revisit this list to try to check out some of these. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for being here. It's Great Spaghetti and Indicator has the longest cut. Yes, they certainly do. With one of them, how do you call it, the hybrid dub tracks, where it switches from Italian to English for some of the bits that were never dubbed into English, but you do have the most complete English track for that one. Now we go into masterpiece category. I think I think the entire top 10 is definitely masterpiece category, but especially from this point on. At number 6, we have a film from Sergio Leone, starring a little known actor called Clint Eastwood. Also starring a little known actor called Lee Van Cleef. And we've mentioned him a few times now, also starring Gian Maria Volonti and also Klaus Kinski. Here's Klaus once again. At number 6 from 1965, celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. Watch party. For a few dollars more. Per qualche dollari in più is the Italian title, which I just butchered. But yeah, for a few dollars more, of course, gonna show off my beautiful Arrow Video 4K release of it, because why not? I can't wait for August 11th when we get the last one in the trilogy. But yeah, for a few dollars more, what a great film. Obviously, as some of you might be guessing, I do prefer the other dollars film, with dollars entitled to it. Let's just get to that, because that's actually at number 5 is Sergio Leone's groundbreaking A Fistful of Dollars from 1964 with Clint Eastwood, Gian Maria Volonti, Mariana Koch. Yeah, Fistful of Dollars. There you go. That's the, again, Arrow Video 4K set right there. Did I mention I love these two releases? Because I love these two releases. Yeah, Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More. I love Fistful. We done an episode on Fistful again for the podcast, so yeah. We are still yet to do a For a Few Dollars More episode though, but anyway, that might happen. That might happen. I'm not confirming or denying anything. I'm just saying it might. There you go. Another epic one, Jeff, number 5 on my list. Now you can understand why my love for Tarantino has diminished over the years. Sitting in cinema, watching Bastards. Tarantino stole the best themes for The Big Gun, though. Yeah, but I like that because I saw Inglourious Bastards way before I did The Big Gun Down. So when I watched The Big Gun, I was like, that's where he's got that from. So it introduced me to the music before I saw the film. So yeah, that's why I like Bastards and Tarantino. Yeah, if you said to me that you hadn't seen one of the Clint Eastwood films, then yeah, I think the chat would have gone ballistic on you. For a few dollars more, I would have. Yeah, people do like it more than me do, so I love it. Obviously, it is very, very, very fucking high. But when it comes to the Dollars trilogy, I've always said this. I've always liked Fistful of Dollars more than Few Dollars More, and of course, the other one that isn't mentioned yet, that's definitely the favorite of those, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, when it comes to the dollar, I mean, I get it. For a few dollars more, it has a lot of great stuff in it, but I don't know, for some reason, that was always the one film in the trilogy that I kind of struggled with a little bit in the beginning. I've really grown to appreciate that more and more and more and more and more over the years. It wasn't love at first sight with For a Few Dollars More necessarily, because I don't know, I guess I always felt it was a little mispaced, that one. It's like 2 hours and 10 minutes or whatever. It's like a medium length Leone one. But for some reason, out of all of his films, no matter how long they get, or no matter, I mean, Fistful was quite short. But this one, I don't know, I guess the pacing didn't quite appeal to me as a teenager and stuff. Nowadays, no, I fucking love it, but not that much. Anyway, so number 6 is For a Few Dollars More. Everybody knows it. Fistful of Dollars is number 5. We're in top 5 now. At number 4, we have a Sergio Corbucci. spaghetti western. I try to mix it up with Corbucci as well. It's not just, you know, because let's be honest, the top 5 could have been just Leone films, but I wanted to mix it up with Corbucci. So at number 4, we have the groundbreaking 1966 Sergio Corbucci spaghetti western starring Franco Nero, Eduardo Fajardo, Jose Bodalo, Loredana Nuciec. It's the film that spawned countless of imitators, but never to be equaled, in my opinion. Django. Django is my my number 4, and it is my my second favorite Sergio Corbucci film. Now I have the Arrow Video collector's edition of the Blu-ray. Should actually get the 4K of the Arrow, because I've heard the Arrow 4Ks, but I do have the 4K by Cult Films. But yeah, again, I've owned so many Django editions, it's getting crazy. But yeah, these two, I think these two will be my definitive Django editions. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it, man, what are you doing? You're sleeping on it. This one needs to be, yeah, Django. It's great. I will say for that is, I do watch this one in Italian, because the English dub for this one is, so yeah, that's one of the exceptions that I do watch that one in Django in Italian. Having said that, actually, I think the Arrow one had the Italian language on. Yeah. Anyway, Django. Enough said. I get your explanation, but imagine watching a sci-fi movie where they use the score for E.T., Back to the Future, and Superman. Watching a sci-fi movie where they use the score for... I don't get that. Fistful of Dollars outside my top 20 because of Yojimbo. Yeah, well, to each their own. I saw that way before I ever knew it was anything to do with Yojimbo, so yeah. If not... Oh, people are going ballistic. No, that's fine. No, Django recommended. Definitely the original, but also I will say Tarantino's is recommended as well. Well, that's okay then. I can understand everyone if you aren't as big on remakes, then it kind of diminishes. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but again, I saw it way before. So for me, Fistful of Dollars is the original version of it, even though I know it's not, but yeah, for me it is. I never understood why film companies don't like physical formats much anymore. What company doesn't want it? Yeah. I know. That's why I wish some of these would get some great, better releases. Like some of the DVD ones, I wish they would just get Blu-rays and stuff. But number 3, we're getting really the top 3. We're getting down to we're getting really down to it now. Number 3 is my personal favorite Sergio Corbucci film. Probably my personal favorite film featuring Klaus Kinski. Even taking into account the Werner Herzog films that he did. I just love this film so much. It's a snow western. It's a western set in the snow with a heck of an ending, to put it mildly. Again, I'm not going to spoil. Please, people that have seen this one, please refrain from putting spoilers for this one, because I want people to check this out as fresh as possible. But at number 3, we have Sergio Corbucci's 1968 magnum opus, in my opinion, The Great Silence, with Jean-Louis Trintignant and Klaus Kinski, and also Vanessa McGee in this one, blaxploitation star Vanessa McGee, Frank Wolf once again, Luigi Pistilli, Mario Brega, a lot of the Leone regulars. And yeah, like I said, this one is a western that's set in the snow, like cold environments. This is a very cold western, like appropriately, it's set in the snow. And yeah, and I now have this on the 4K from Germany, which I've seen some doubt about this 4K, but I can actually confirm this is a great looking 4K. I mean, it's got HDR and all that stuff. I have the Eureka Blu-ray for it as well, which just out of reach, but. Trust me, this 4K is fantastic. The snow scenes look immaculate with the HDR. I just really recommend this particular edition right here. German 4K of The Great Silence. What a great film. And again, no spoilers for anyone, but the ending. Anyway, down to the top 2. Can you guess? get it. New sci-fi movie and director Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Again, I saw a lot of Tarantino films before I saw the originals for Ramon. So, if it hadn't been for Tarantino and him introducing me to that music, I probably wouldn't be the big spaghetti western and the big spaghetti western soundtrack fan that I am, because it's Tarantino that introduced me to him, and also Red Dead Revolver, the video game. I contribute everything to those two things, to be honest. Is that The Great Silence? Definitely recommend it. And now I get it. And that is also very true. For The Great Silence, the original intended ending by Sergio Corbucci. If you know, you know. Great Silence and Mercenary are my favorite Corbucci's awesome films. Yes, they sure are. I did not like the ending when I first saw the movie, I have to admit. It blew me away when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? But I won't say that I didn't like it. So, yeah. Yeah, you mentioned earlier you like snow westerns. That's the best snow western, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. Yes, I did, Mike. Django came in at number 4. And we're now at number 3, which is The Great Silence. So that means we only have 2 left. Both of them, I can say, are Sergio Leone spaghetti westerns. But can you guess in which order? I'm pretty sure I've said this a lot of times in the past. But again, it was this film that introduced me to the actor for which my channel is based on. That's my personal favorite. Let's see, we got guesses coming in. Hey, Sparks is here. Hey, Sparks, howdy. Nowadays, love it, but first time, yeah, definitely shocked. That's for sure. You might be correct there, Ian. Great Silence. Yes. Well, I wouldn't say introduction, maybe, but definitely it's once you're past the Leones, once you've seen the Leone ones, that's definitely a great entry point, along with Django. Glad Corbucci was brave enough to go with the ending for The Great Silence. Yeah. Can't rank those 2 movies. Oh, yeah, you know which one. Maybe. I'm gonna say Good Bad Eggs 2. If you didn't say what your top 2. No. I'm gonna get to them. Okay. So at number 2, Carlos, get ready to ban me from the podcast, because at number 2 we have a film from 1966, starring Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, and Eli Wallach, and yeah, again directed by Sergio Leone with a music score by Ennio Morricone, as pretty much all of these have been in the top 10, pretty much, with some exceptions. Number 2, we have the groundbreaking, epic masterpiece. This was my personal favorite spaghetti western until I saw the one that is at number 1. But at number 2, if I go, yeah, you guys will know how to respond to that. So everybody knows it's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I'm pretty sure everybody behind your keyboards and phones were like, wow, wow, wow. But yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at number 2. I can easily see why it's number 1. I can easily swap it with number 1 because both of them are just so close. But I gotta give it to my number 1, which we're just gonna get to it, because of the music first and foremost. I mean, the music in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is epic. The music in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is great. It's awesome. It's kick-ass. But the music in Once Upon a Time in the West, spoil it. There we go. It's just the greatest music score in the history of music scores and of cinema history, in my opinion. The greatest soundtrack ever made. Jill's theme, when she comes into the station, her theme kicks in, and the camera pans up. Just thinking about it gets the hairs in the back of my neck sticking up. I do have an alternate poster featuring, of course, another big reason why I love this one. Charles Bronson, baby. Once Upon a Time in the West, right there. Yeah. So number 2 is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and we gotta go with Once Upon a Time in the West for my number 1. It is my favorite Charles Bronson film. It is my second favorite movie of all time. So it is, without doubt, my personal favorite spaghetti western. I can watch this one any day. Well, this one as well, but yeah, like I said, it's hard. It's like, who wants to be number 1? I want to be. I want to be. I want to be. No, it's like these are constantly fighting for number 1, but yeah, this one, just the music score. The music score just slightly edges it, above The Good, the Bad, the Ugly again, which even that is a lot to be said, because the music score for The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, my God, Ennio Morricone, man. I keep going on and on and on about him, but for good reason, because what a legend. Chef's kiss to all of his great soundtracks, man. It's anyway, yeah. That's the full ranking. Ooh, got a shitload of comments now to come in. That's the last one I pulled up, yeah. No. Ian, wait, who was right there? Mike Barrett was right with The Favorite. You were right, Mike, with The Good, the Bad, the Ugly number 2. That's not a spaghetti western, so yeah, no chance. I do like Wild Wild West, though, to be fair. When you get to Sad Hill Cemetery, you'll know why The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is somewhat. Yeah, that cemetery is impressive. I get it, but yeah. Ian figured it out. Yeah. Woohoo! I do enjoy Good, the Bad, the Ugly, very iconic, but there's another I prefer more. Imagine Being Cats. That's the ugly one. Yeah, Eli Wallach. I mean, he wasn't that ugly. So yeah. Got an old non-letterbox copy of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly the other day on Laserdisc. By the way, have I said that I cannot wait until Arrow releases their 4K so I can get rid of the MGM DVD? Because yeah, I cannot wait for the Arrow 4K. Yeah, Good, the Bad, the Ugly, man. Once Upon a Time in the West is epic. Ennio performed Ecstasy of Gold, yeah, twice during the. Oh yeah, what a great track. Hey, Orange Wetsuit, how's it going? Only recently watched it for the first time. Once Upon a Time, okay. We share now. Oh, I'm glad you've seen that one. Yeah. I always say it's too hard to choose. Yeah, it is hard, but again, I think the deciding factor was just the music score, just slightly, I guess. But yeah. Holy shit, there's a lot of comments. Thank you, guys. Appreciate this. We salute you. Oh, thank you. No, I salute everyone that's here in the comments that's been bearing with me for almost 3 hours now. We almost reached the length of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. There you go, with this stream. We could have done a watch party in this amount of time. The deciding factor, Once Upon a Time, has the better start, but The Good, the Bad, the Ugly has the. Yeah, see the ending. Yeah, it's yeah. I love that final showdown with Bronson and Fonda and the flashback, and again the harmonica, which, let's see if I still got the touch. Hang on. No. Okay, never mind. This was a stupid attempt. I've not played this thing in donkey's ages. I used to be able to do the harmonica bit from the film, but that's not even attempted. But I do love that ending. Both endings are epic. That's the thing. It's like, yeah. I guess it's just the music, really. That's the ultimate deciding factor for me. Both movies rank high in top 10, which, yeah, both of them are definitely my top 10 of all time. That's for sure. I just love the epic scale and sweeping sense and gravitas of Once Upon a Time. Yeah. I love them both. Yeah, absolutely. Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Once Upon a Time West. Good change on the mood. In both, and probably the greatest films ever made. Yeah, absolutely. Fistful of Dynamite came in just outside the top 10 at number 11. We are going to do a recap in just a second and wrap up. There you go. So, Ian beat me to it. Yeah, it was at 11. I know I'm preaching to the converted, but I genuinely believe Bronson was a cowboy and architect that becomes a vigilante. Yeah. That's, yeah. Bronson is. Oh, thank you. That's a great compliment. Yeah. It's finally, the heat has finally died down, at least, so at least it's done over here. Thank you, Ramon. Great stream. Enjoyed all the 3 parts with kudos. Thank you so much. I'm with Jeff. That's what Mr. Dan says. Once sometime the West edges the good, the bad, the ugly, but I might have for a few dollars more at number 3. Yeah, I totally get them. And any of the Leone films, it's, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, they do. Both start with extreme yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the great Claudia Cardinal. Yeah, of course, Claudia. You cannot go wrong with Claudia Cardinal, one of the most beautiful women on the planet. She's still alive, bless her. I mean, she must be in her 80s by now, but yeah. What can I say, man? Yeah, Claudia Cardinal. What a great film. Top 3 westerns are The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Once Upon a Time in the West, and For a Few Dollars More. There you go. Yeah, I will not. I mean, I don't blame anyone for having those 3 as their top 3. So yeah. Thank you, Carlos. That was really educational and enjoyable, and I was late to the party, so only saw from the top 30 thing. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna do a recap now and wrap it up because I'm still dying for a smoke, and yeah, I'm gonna watch some westerns. Very entertaining streams. What Andy says. My limited Western knowledge has now improved immensely. Hopefully, catch you. Oh, wait a minute. I did say I have another book. Did somebody mention Once Upon a Time in the West and Christopher Frayling? Because yeah, Christopher Frayling has done an awesome book on Once Upon a Time in the West. And where's the Good, the Bad, the Ugly book? No, I'm kidding. But no, this is a great, look at that, great shot at the cast right there. Bronson, Cardinal, Henry Fonda, with the director, Sergio Leone. Yeah, this is a great Christopher Frayling book. Some great stuff in there about the film. Everything you need to know about the film, really. It's pretty much fucking bell ringers, busy again. There you go. Yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West, Shooting a Masterpiece, another recommended book. And yeah, very big book. Like, I can almost like do like fucking curls with this book. But yeah. Yeah, as Ian says, you could kill a man by hitting them with that book. Yeah. The series was really enjoyable and useful as a reference. I will write these. Oh, thank you, Mike. I do appreciate it. And yes, that picture that was there, that was Johnny Guitar indeed. Because yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West takes a lot of influence from a lot of other westerns. So let's quickly do a full recap. No, let's just do the top 50 recap. Okay, number 50 we had My Name is Nobody. Number 49 was Keoma. Number 48 was Kilo Caliber 32. Number 47, Klaus. His name was Kinski. King. Yeah. 46, Long Days of Vengeance. Django Prepare a Coffin at 45. Oh shit, I just dropped my water bottle. Menage, A Man Called Blade at 44. A Bullet for Sandoval at 43. Fury of Fortune Gold, excuse me, at number 42. Johnny Hamlet at 41. Fury of Johnny Kidd at 40. Sabata at 39. Kill 'Em All, Come Back Alone at 38. If You Meet Sartana, Pray for Your Death at 37. Yankee at 36. And Death Sentence at 35. Pistol for Ringo. Oh, hello, Slipknot fan, by the way. Hey, Slipknot. Pistol for Ringo, 34. Return of Ringo, 33. And Guts at the Cane at 32. Have a Good Funeral, My Friend, Sartana Will Pay at number 31. Then we enter the top 30. Johnny Yuma at number 30. The Peppa, 29. The Hellbenders at 28. A Minute to Pray and A Second to Die at 27. Vengeance is Mine at 26. The Price of Power at number 25. Minnesota Clay at 24. El Puro at number 23. Django Kill, If You Live, Shoot at number 22. A Strange Weird Town at 21. This one had to make room for number 20, Dead Man Ride. Number 19, Blind Man. Number 18, Navajo Joe. Cemetery Rat Crosses, number 17. Death Rides a Horse at 16. Forgotten Pistolero at number 15. A Bullet for the General at number 14. $10,000 for a Massacre at number 13. Compañeros, Vamos a Matar Compañeros at number 12. Docu-Sucker, Fistful Dynamite, number 11. Face to Face at number 10. Oh, you can see when I took the screenshot, I was messing with the volume. Anyway, Day of Anger, number 9. The Mercenary, number 8. The Big Gun Down, number 7. For a Few Dollars More, number 6. Fistful of Dollars at number 5. Django, Have You Always Been Alone, number 4. The Great Silence at number 3. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at number 2. And of course, yeah, number 1 is Once Upon a Time in the West. So there you go. And if you want the picks from 160 to 100 and from 100 to 50, watch parts 2 and part 3. Actually, binge all of them in a go now. Let's get to the last few comments. Yeah, we had Slipknot coming in. Thank you, Slipknot, for being there. That book is $355 on eBay. Holy shit! So you mean I own a fucking holy grail here? Okay. So this is going into the coffin with me. Yeah. There you go. There is a book of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly behind the scenes, but only seen once for 300 quid. Holy shit, yeah. I mean, I love the film, but not that much for a book anyway. Very good three-parter. Definitely some I need to pick up. Oh, thank you, Mike. Glad everyone has enjoyed this just as much as I've done doing this. Fun fact, the bell you can sometimes hear on Jeff's stream is a beautiful antique grandfather clock he keeps in the corner of the room. Hopefully he showed it. No. If it was, I probably would have really smashed it. But no, because, yeah, those fucking... Anyway. I have Face to Face on VHS. Nice film. Yes, I think I've seen you... I think I've seen a video where you once showed that. Yes, that is a really great one. Glad you enjoyed that one, actually. That is a really good one. I've seen 5 of the top 40. Well, it's a start. It's a start. Bye, guys. Going over to Gareth. Oh, yes, Gareth is live on a golf course, isn't he? That crazy bastard. Yeah, we'll have to see what he's up to. Oh, that book is by Peter J. Hanley. Okay. See if maybe one day it'll come up for a good price, hopefully. But yeah. Great stream, Jeff. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dan. And yes, this is time to thank everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dan. Thank you, Carlos, Ramon, Ian, Sparks, Andy, Mike Barrett, Mike's DVD, Mike Dak Films, as I still know him, Slipknot fan. Who else do we have? Orange Wetsuit, Savoy, Dave. I think Gareth himself was here in the very, very beginning. So yeah, thanks. If I missed you, I apologize. We're just going to play a little outro. And we'll let you be on your way because it has been a long one. And again, in the time we've done this ranking, we could have done a double feature of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Once Upon a Time in the West, most likely. But anyway, we do have a clip from one of the Spaghetti Western stars to wrap up the stream. And it is from my second favorite Spaghetti Western. So let's see what a certain Mr. Eli Wallach has to say to lead us out on. Mr. Wallach, take it away.